All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm a large human being, nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who made their mark in the NFL. One of them an All-Pro in special teams. 2014, according to Pro Football Focus. He was also a 3rd-team All-American in college, breaking my heart multiple times, including a 5-7 season and a loss to Alabama in the national championship, which I still cry over today. Emmanuel Acho in the building.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. The show is back in full force. Hey, if it's your first time watching the show, we appreciate you. You could be doing anything. You could be spending your time in any way. You're hanging out with us. We don't take it for granted. Shout out to the people watching incarcerated. Shout out to the people watching all over the world. We appreciate y'all. It's love. Carebear, get it poppin'.
Yeah, shout out to the incarcerated. Please stop with the weird comments in the DMs. Also joining us here in the Speakeasy is a man who's the shiftiest running back I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes in the NFL. He's also the all-time leading rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's also an elite businessman. I've never seen a man start a brand and then have it on team logos faster than this man right here. The owner, creator, whatever you want to say of 2-5 Sports. 2-5, 2 Live with Sean Shady McCoy in the building.
You know what I mean? Back again to Speakeasy, your boy, truly 2-5. Listen, I got a lot of hats, man. Got a lot of hats. But my hat today is working hard at the Speakeasy. Let's get it. Oh, wait, before we go on. Damn, did we lose?
Yeah, y'all lost a couple. Yeah, y'all lost a couple of times. Yeah, y'all went 1-4 on the
Were you impressed?
Y'all played, man. Y'all played. Y'all did play.
Where you at?
Y'all did play. Yeah, James, we gotta answer some questions here. Speaking of hard workers, though, nobody in the Speakeasy works harder than this man right here, including Emmanuel Acho. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. I'm talking about Social Trey in the building.
I like
the hardest working man in the business.
I like that right there, Carebear. I appreciate that, man. Because this is a hard working guy to my right. So for you to even put me in that same combo.
To your right.
Yeah. To my right.
I'm to your right.
His immediate right.
My immediate right.
His immediate. Acho is one of the hardest working, famous people I've ever met. Normally they just kind of have everything done for him. Acho really does everything.
Yeah, he does.
So it's kind of crazy. That's his as much praise as he's gonna get today.
This is a show, though. This show is going to be a show. Y'all lock in, put on your seatbelts. There's so much that happened in the sports world that you may have missed, but buckle up for this very first topic. Y'all know in the Speakeasy, we don't go there. Carebear, take us there.
Look, man, we have a lot to talk about, but first we got to talk about the big drama in the NBA right now. Jaden Ivey, Bulls guard, went on a 45-minute on Instagram, posted a short time ago, saying that a lot of comments about the LGBTQ community. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
That the world can proclaim LGBTQ. Come on, man. Right? They proclaim Pride Month and the NBA. They proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month to celebrate unrighteousness.
Went on to respond to a couple of comments on Instagram as well. Things like send in prayers. Detroit misses you. He said, God does not hear your prayer if you're a sinner. Do you go to confession? He said,
hey, can you click on him to make him?
Yeah. We'll make him bigger here. So. He had one where someone said, do you go to confession? He said, Catholicism is a false religion and is not the true doctrine of Christ. It does not lead to salvation in Jesus Christ. He also said, a comment said, I appreciate you for speaking up for God because we need more of that in our society today. But I'm also concerned that you're casting out a lot of judgment on others who don't align with your interpretation of the gospel, Matthew 7. He said, you don't judge righteously because you yourself are not righteous. You clearly have a speck in your eye, so you can get a speck out of someone else's eye. We still love you, boy. Once you relearn how to trust your body, God gave you the ability to be one of the greatest. Detroit versus everybody. He said, are you born again? Just immediately, are you born again? Following a lot of these comments, though, the shocking news of the day was Shams puts out the Bulls waived Jaden Ivey due to his recent LGBTQ comments amid several rants on religion and other topics, sources tell ESPN. Fellas, what's your reaction to this news with Jaden Ivey?
I'm glad we're starting the show with this topic. There are few topics I feel more qualified to discuss than this one. I am the son of a pastor, grew up going to all 3 services, and that 3rd service was going to get you. There is freedom of speech, but freedom of speech does not necessarily mean freedom of consequence. I also will remind everybody, starting from the sports perspective, your talent will make room for you. If Jaden Ivey was averaging 20 points and 10 assists right now, 20 points and 10 boards right now, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. But because in January of 2025, he broke his left fibula, and then in October of 2025, he had arthroscopic knee surgery. And then again, he's missed the last 2 weeks he had missed, starting in February 21st after getting traded from the Detroit Pistons to the Chicago Bulls. As a result, averaging 11 points and 3 assists, his talent is not making room for him. Plus, if you're in the training room, we do not necessarily want to hear from you. We want to just see you recovering. So from a sports perspective, starting there, athletes, you know your talent makes room for you. If the talent starts to diminish, we do not want to hear you more than we see you. That's number one. Number two, I don't like the path that Jaden Ivey is going down. And the reason I say this is this. Number one, Jaden Ivey's been through a lot. If you hear what he's talked about, he was sexually molested as a child. He had a porn addiction while he was married. He's self-admitted that he was abusive towards his wife and his children. These are all Jaden Ivey's words, not my own. And so Jaden Ivey is also acknowledging like he's a struggling individual, or an individual that has struggled. So let me acknowledge that, acknowledge the emotional and the interpersonal aspects as well. Anybody that's been to therapy understands things that happened to you as a child, they impact you as an adult. Now let me talk about the biblical aspect of it. Because Jaden Ivey also has to understand that not everything that's legal is going to be biblical. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. Also have to understand you have to be wise, discerning, and tactful as to how you speak and when you speak and who you speak to. Jaden Ivey, if you want to quote Paul in Corinthians, Paul wrote what he wrote to the church in Corinth. He didn't necessarily write what he wrote to the church in Ephesus or the church in Galatia. In the same manner, Jaden Ivey, you got to use discernment of when you speak and who you're speaking to. If your job and your goal is to emulate Jesus, also understand when Jesus saw the woman who had committed adultery, he said, go and sin no more. He didn't then try to extrapolate every single sin and every single man she has slept with adulterously. So I will just start by saying, one, understand there's a difference between legal and biblical. Two, Jaden Ivey, make sure you tend to your mental and emotional health if indeed there is anything going on, because you have been very vulnerable about your struggles previously. And then three, render to Caesar what is Caesar's and render to God what's God's. That's biblical if you want to talk biblically.
Yeah, I'll just say this, man. He's going through a lot, right? You talked about him as a child, being molested and dealing with that, right? That's a lot. I get counseling twice a week, so I know how important it is. And when something happens to you as a youngster like that, a lot of times it may affect you as an adult. And he's saying it. And a lot of things he's talking about from the religious standpoint, the kid's going through a lot. And you can look at this, there's two ways. One is like, okay, man, well, why is he talking like this? Why is he talking about that? Or it's like, you know what? Well, maybe he needs to seek some help to help him out. Even having a 45-minute car ride and going a whole rant about this, about that, let you know that he's going through a lot. So I support this young man. I think sometimes when we look at these athletes, because they play for a NBA team or NFL team, like they are still human. Mm-hmm. They still go through things. There's people in your family that maybe been touched or molested and how they may act and how they may react to different things. He's the same person. So I feel bad for him. Hopefully he seeks the help he needs.
What's hard for me is, right, a lot of people are like, okay, he needs to get help. But then he's gone on to say, like, I don't need help. Don't call me crazy for trying to speak my biblical truth.
But everybody says that.
And I agree. Jaden Ivey recently, I don't know if y'all saw what he said about Steph Curry, and this is truly where I draw the line. Kieran, do you have what he said about Steph Curry? So on the plane after being released, this is now Jaden Ivey later on today after being released, his comments on Steph Curry. Take a listen.
That's why you got Steph Curry, and he not even surrendered, and y'all believe he's a Christian. Y'all believe he's a Christian because he wrote Philippians 4:13. Y'all think he's a Christian. But he cursing just like the world.
We are now almost ready to go, so please take your seats past your seatbelt.
Friendship with the world is enmity with God. He's friendship with the world. He don't know Jesus.
Hold on. Pause. This is what now I'm upset. Because you worship God. You aren't God. You don't have a heaven to put anybody in, Jaden Ivey. You cannot dictate whether someone does or does not know Jesus, nor do you know someone or someone's salvation. You do not have that authority. You yourself aren't the Holy Spirit. So you do not have the authority to now come out here and say that somebody don't know God and somebody don't know Jesus and friendship with the world is enmity to God. You can't take scriptures out of context. Anything out of context is completely irrelevant.
Well, how are you talking about Steph? How you know what Steph got going on? Right? You do know that Steph, speaks about his father. He speaks about being saved, but you don't know nothing about Steph Curry. I mean, but this is a prime example of somebody that's going through something. He's spitting in the microphone. He on the airplane. He got a lot going on right there. So I'm just chalk this under the rug and say, you know what? He got a lot going on, and I hopefully he gets some counseling and some help because where he's going right now is bigger than basketball. It's bigger than basketball.
But see, this is where I want to be with you, Shady, but I'm also like, is this just his thought process? Because so many NFL players, so many NBA players have come out to stand behind him. Players I know, people I know. Benjamin Watson said something in support of him. Travion Henderson, second-round pick to the New England Patriots. Y'all have what he had?
He went out and said, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 5:10. It's come on, man. Fellas, I mean, this is the kind of thing. I think I get what you're saying, Acho. I get what you're saying, but like, can you really take something so literally from someone that's clearly enduring a psychotic break?
But
screaming, brother. In what do you think a person in their right mind, while they're doing check-ins on the airplane, they're giving the announcement of everyone sat down already, they're about to taxi, they have to give that first announcement. He's sitting next to people yelling at his phone on Instagram Live about Steph Curry not being a good Christian. That is clearly someone that has lost their damn marbles.
Or
he's not okay mentally.
How you talking about Steph? You don't even know him like that. You talking about him.
He's just talking in general though. I take this type of psychotic break behavior as the same as I would take someone on the street yelling nonsense.
Right.
On drugs. Because you just can't. I think it's very hard to take things literally from someone that's clearly enduring a lot mentally at the time.
And this is why I don't like to talk about religion with certain people. Because everybody, now let me just give my backstory, right? So, I was raised a Christian, right? I was really good in football. So when you get recruited to play football, a lot of the better schools are private, right? So I went to public school my whole life, and then I went to private school for football, right? I shouldn't say that, but that's what it was. And I learned about the Catholics. Then I went to the other school because I was good in football, about the Seventh-day Adventists, right? Then I get to Philadelphia at 20 years old, and there's all type of Muslims. So I learned so many different religions, and guess what? The truth is, they all are so similar, but they have differences. And everybody, I don't care who it is, they study something so much that they know it. And you could get any different religion up there and have them speak about their religion, and they can tell you why this is the right religion because they studied what they know. So there's never going to be a wrong answer. You might believe this, you might believe that. Jesus did this, Jesus didn't do that. It's always these arguments. So when we start putting a religion on the mainstream and we talk about it, like, you're only going to get chaos from it. Yeah. Because everybody feel like they're right. Yeah. And everybody is believing what they want to believe. Like, I'll give you another example. If you take somebody and you see all these different cults they be having going on, if you have somebody that's been learning something since they've been 2 years old, right? And now they're all the way at 30 years old. So 28 years of learning whatever you're learning, you're not going to tell somebody something different. Does that make sense what I'm saying? It's the same thing with religion. So I hate having religious arguments because everybody, whatever they study, that's what they know.
Yeah. No, I think that's well said. The hard part is, like, there's a fine line between what Kieran is saying and, like, saying that Jaden Ivey's enduring a mental break or somebody's just uber passionate about their religion. I think the timing and the location and the aggression of which he's speaking would suggest to me, like, hey, this is outside of the normal behavior.
Well, I'll ask you this. Does he sound like Luke Cornett standing up against the objectification of women for the Magic City? Does he sound more in that line? Or does he sound like the people outside of football games, large sporting events, telling people that they're going to be damned to hell for attending a large sporting event?
He sounds like the latter. Which one
do you think aligns more with a psychotic break?
But my thing is, more aligns with? But is it a psychotic break or is it just being passionate, radical, and sold out? Because you could find those radical characters biblically, and if he's just looking biblically and just saying, you know what, I want to be like John the Baptist. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent, repent, repent.
I would hope in a modern context, I mean, John the Baptist, but wild locust and camelback hair.
You know what I'm saying? Like
John the Baptist had to smell crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But there's a fine line between I agree with you. I would tend to agree with you that this behavior seems pretty erratic, pretty abnormal. But then you have the people pushing back saying, y'all calling him crazy. I'm not here to say
he doesn't feel just that convicted. Mm-hmm. He could. He could. I'm not here to say that if he's right or wrong. If he wants to, if his career is the consequence, like you said, that's a result of taking this stance, then sure. I'm not here to say that he's right or wrong about his stance on these things or how he feels. I'm just saying it more aligns with a psychotic break more than it does. In my honest opinion, I'm not in his body, but also it aligns more. All right, bro. You're annoying, dog. I can't say. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not him, but I'm saying it aligns more to me with a psychotic break than it does genuine conviction. Yeah. Also because of the loose interpretations of Scripture. Is he coming from a place of judgment or understanding?
Yeah.
Is that? I don't know. I think that's just kind of.
I hear that. Trey, what thoughts?
Man, the first thing that comes to my mind, my nana always would say growing up, let he who is without sin cast the first stone and not a rock flew.
Come on now.
So
can I get an amen?
Amen.
Come on, man.
Shout out to Nana. So, this is one of those situations. We all are sinners.
Yes.
Including Jaden Ivey. So for him to look down on somebody else and to know the word is to know that if you are a believer, you know that judgment day will come for all of us. And it's not up to us. Mm-hmm. We don't cast our own judgment. We don't cast anybody else's judgment. Mm-hmm. He is the one who judges us. So for him to, I think there are radical believers, right? I don't know that I can attribute that title to Jaden Ivey in this situation because to really know the word, you wouldn't behave and say the types of things that he's saying.
That's my point. Yeah.
And so I'm with Kieran on this in the sense that this is aligning more with some sort of neurological breakdown where he is having and I empathize for him or empathize with him greatly. Yeah. Because this is very sad to see. I mean, you got a guy who was talented, had the world at his, the
context in which it is, though. Like, how many normal human beings are going on 45-minute rants on IG Live in a crowded plane, which you could be thrown off for that, are screaming at their phone on Instagram Live about Stephen Curry and Jordan and LeBron's rings not getting them into heaven. Yeah. Like that, what does that align more with? That's kind of where I understand there are people that do feel very convicted about their stance on anti-LGBTQ views or LGBTQ views. It just doesn't. It's not reminiscent of that. He seems manic.
But my thing is, manic. What's that have to do? We all have our own beliefs, right? And I think once the time comes, we can ask God what's the right religion or what's right, what's wrong. So if somebody want to date or they want to date, let them do all that. Right, yeah. We might not get into that, but I just hate when we make this such a big deal because now, you care who he dates, you care who he. I hate that. Mm. I mind my business. I mean, some things I don't agree with. I don't have to speak on everything I don't agree with.
Yeah. He even mentions the speck in the eye.
But here's what runs me hot,
but it's also hypocritical the way you use it.
Don't take anything. Do not weaponize your religion. Yeah. Don't weaponize your religion. Yeah. Don't weaponize a scripture. Don't weaponize a Bible verse. Do not weaponize your religion because far too often, particularly in this country and over the course of time, have we seen religion be weaponized. You could say, slaves obey your masters. Take that verse, Jaden Ivey. Since we taking Bible verses, since we just taking verses out of context, slaves obey your masters. While we here, can we add context to things? Can we stop weaponizing things? Because historically, we have seen things be weaponized. So I don't just want to weaponize. Even what Travion Henderson said. I don't think it's applicable. Right? Like if I was persecuted, you'll be persecuted too. What's the context? What you being persecuted for? Because you're not Jesus. So what you being persecuted for? And also, let's use some tact because Jesus used tact. So as we lean into this upcoming Good Friday and whatnot, let's not weaponize scripture. Can we not weaponize religion? Can we all make the agreement to stop weaponizing religion? Because that's what I'm seeing right here, especially when you start talking about Steph Curry not going to heaven. Stop.
Yeah, Steph, he living right.
You ain't got heaven or hell to put Steph Curry in.
living right.
Any super chats before we move to the next topic?
We do have a couple super chats. We got one from our guy Centralcast said, Acho, you see the post I added you on. We need to get that man social tray a break. Tackle Talk Z97 said, trick question, no Google should be used. Who was the first and only Hispanic quarterback to win the Super Bowl? Hint is he played for the most Hispanic fan franchise. I'm Hispanic as well. No racism.
Wait, I ain't know there's Spanish quarterbacks.
I wanted to say Jeff Garcia, but I don't think he won a Super Bowl.
Don't let the last name fool you.
Steve Young? Was he
Young ain't Spanish?
Nah, he's not.
Well, let's start with the franchise.
Hispanic.
Who's the most Hispanic fan
Well, it's
franchise?
You want to be honest with you?
Right?
We don't
It's
have
either the
one.
Raiders, the 49ers, or the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's why I said
Those are the most
The
Hispanic
Cowboys.
mix.
I think Niners.
Have you seen Cowboys fans?
Yeah, Cowboys fans.
Brother, I grew up in Dallas.
I would guess the Niners.
Yo, the Cowboys played today,
Niners
fool.
was
It's like a
in.
whole meme. Like
I be
this.
saying, man, like Cowboys, like real Cowboys.
I think Jeff
Nah,
Garcia.
like Shady. I'm telling you, you come to
Yeah.
Dallas, you gonna see next week. It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a good question. Any other super
That's
chat?
all I got. I'm
Wait,
gonna
who's
check.
quarterback?
Hey, he gonna check.
It looks like Jim Plunkett.
Wait, why they didn't answer it though? Hold up.
Oh, is Jim Plunkett?
Jim Plunkett won
But
2
why would they
Super
give
Bowls
a-
with the Las Vegas Raiders, and he's the only Latino
I'm saying,
quarterback.
why
to
wouldn't they
win a
tell us
Super
who?
Bowl.
Did he tell us?
No, he didn't say it in the Super Chat, but I just looked it up.
Yeah.
It's Plunkett. Oh, Plunkett's.
According to
Jim
ChatGPT.
Plunkett. Yeah.
So,
Man, what y'all know about Jim Plunkett?
so
I ain't guess I'm doing that. Yeah, Jim Plunkett. What y'all know about
I
him?
don't know. I don't know nothing about
Right.
no damn Jim Plunkett. Yeah. Speaking of quarterbacks I do know about, let's go ahead and get to the next topic. Shedeur Sanders announced that he will be wearing number 2 this season for the Cleveland Browns, returning to the number that he wore at Colorado and at Jackson State. He made history in this number. It's too legendary. You know the deal. Shout out my boy Shedeur. Do you guys expect college Shedeur to be back now that he's rocking that too?
Legendary. It continues. I think so. Right? And this is this little sign, okay, you had number 12, right? Things you kind of getting warmed up. New coach come in there, gave his old number back. Yeah. Football is all about confidence, right? And not even football, in all sports. You see players, their first year not look as great. Second year get better. Third year they arrive. I think this is something for Shedeur, is a stone of confidence. Get this brother a chance to play. I heard that Deshaun Watson obviously has a lot of money still tied up with the Browns, so he may be the starter, but I heard it's going to be competition. You give my boy that number 2 back, the swagger come back out.
Shady is right. You know what people don't realize, bruh? And Deion said it. Look good, feel good, play good. You play good, they pay good. That jersey number means something. Ask Shady. Shady wasn't always 2'5". Trivia question. Everybody don't know. Shady came into the league.
Hold on, let me tell my story.
Go ahead, tell your story.
Okay, so first of all, the jersey does matter.
It does.
I had a chance to wear number 29. I couldn't even, I didn't feel comfortable. I'm making guys miss. I didn't even feel comfortable. I'm being serious. And yo, the next year, I put on that 2'5". It just woke me up. And ever since then, all decade. So the number does matter.
Yo, that's actually hilarious.
That's hilarious, yeah.
But it's actually facts. Do I expect to see college Shedeur? We saw college Shedeur last year, for better and for worse. Like, we saw college Shedeur in the fact that college Shedeur was able to make the deep passes to Isaiah Bond. He comes in his first legitimate start versus the Raiders, and he finds Isaiah Bond for a 53-yard pass. He rolls right, extends a play, finds Jerry Jeudy for a 33-yard completion before Jerry Jeudy fumbles. We saw college Shedeur last year. The problem is, we saw college Shedeur last year. Hold on to the ball, take a little too many sacks. Hold on to the ball against San Francisco 49ers, takes a little too many sacks. Those jump balls versus the Tennessee Titans, if I'm not mistaken, those are bad pick. The Cleveland Browns lose the lead, never to regain it again. We saw college Shedeur last year for better and for worse. I'm hoping to see professional Shedeur. I'm hoping to see the Shedeur that can go out there and have the explosive plays, but can limit the negative plays. It can go out there and have the explosive plays, but won't have the boneheaded turnovers. I don't know that we want to see college Shedeur, but I do think the swag back. You get that 2 on your jersey, the swag back. The first one who I always remember, Reggie Bush, when he was trying to get that 5. Should have changed the rules for Reggie Bush. He wanted 5. Back then, the NFL, if you were running
Ruined
back,
his career,
you
man.
had to be between number 20 and number 39,
Yeah.
I believe. And then you had to be like between 20 and maybe 49 to 5, because Mike
20
Allstott, I
and
think, was in the
49.
40s.
It was 20 and 49. Receivers could only wear 11 through 19,
And
and
then
then 80
to
through 89.
89.
But,
Yep.
but my thing is
So
like,
stupid.
yo, you speaking on the rookie. He was a rookie last year. They all make stupid plays. I started as a rookie. I did so many dumb plays, right? All the quarterbacks that we all love to talk about as rookies, they made dumb decisions. Caleb Williams. I watch everybody hate on Caleb. Oh my God. All right. I said, yo, gave him a chance. He's still a rookie. And then now look at him. Everybody's back to saying he's the Iceman. So I ain't gonna talk about Shedeur's rookie season because he's a rookie.
What about the highs? Well, I think we saw some real good moments.
But
and we saw some bad moments.
But what I'm saying for rookies, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get way more lows than highs as rookies. That's what it is. It's a different game. It's a different speed. It's different coaching. Everybody is elite.
Yeah.
And it's not something I'm speaking on because I'm thinking about. Because this is what I did. I know from the way I prepared as a rookie, how hard it was, the things I'm thinking about. As a rookie, I'm thinking about how can I not mess up? And I'm not even the quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? So it just takes time. I think we look at Shedeur now, but I'm waiting to see him this year, a whole offseason, our coach that believes in him, get in the weight room. If you look at Shedeur's body, he don't look strong. Mm-hmm. You put his ass in a real NFL training, right, offseason, what he looks like. I think he'll be way better this year. Way better.
You expect to see college Shedeur?
I expect to see a better Shedeur if we do see a Shedeur. Absolutely. You want to know why?
That's going to happen.
Look, Shedeur for the very first time in his life for the Cleveland Browns in the National Football League was not a starting quarterback on his team. Mm-hmm. Forever. So whether it was Pee-wee football, Pop Warner, middle school, high school, college, he goes to Jackson State. He's the starting quarterback from his very first snap of college football. He's never been a backup, Acho. He's never had to sit there. He's never not got the first team reps in practice. He's never had to deal with that. And all he did was sit there, quietly work, finally got on the field, got to show what he was capable of. I think having another offseason where maybe he's more adjusted to a backup role or possibly getting some first-team reps more than what he was getting last season under Kevin Stefanski, who you love so much. I think we are going to see a better version of Shedeur Sanders because the versions of Shedeur Sanders that we see is a guy that's extremely in tune with his receiver core, with his offense. Everyone that plays with him genuinely does like him, especially his receivers. I think you're going to see more continuity here for Shedeur. He's building that rapport with the team around him, and I think you're going to see a better version of Shedeur if you do see Shedeur this season.
Shady, how long, though, in your mind, does it take you to get back to the college version of yourself? What I mean by that is this. I would say it probably took me until my third year in the league for my knowledge to become autonomous. Usually, by college, by the time you're in year 3, I'll give a prime example. A field fire zone is when the field side outside linebacker and the field side inside linebacker, they're both rushing. Yeah. The outside linebacker to the boundary, he's dropping. The inside linebacker to the boundary, he's dropping, right? But it took me until my third year in college, true story, to realize, wait a second. Just because on a sheet of paper it says the outside backer to the field and the inside backer to the field have to rush, doesn't mean those are the guys that actually have to rush. Acho, what the hell do you mean? Okay, if y'all can track with me, this is what they do in NFL Combine interviews, right? If you have 3 wide receivers split out to the field, remember what I told you. The outside linebacker has to rush to the field. The inside linebacker has to rush to the field. If you have 3 wide receivers, track with me at home in a speakeasy, y'all gonna love this. 3 wide receivers to the field. If the inside linebacker to the boundary is not rushing, if he's in coverage, he now has to cover one of those 3 wide receivers to the field. That doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. Because if Shady McCoy is that 3rd wide receiver to the field and I'm the inside linebacker that has to cover him, Shady's too far away for me to get there. So what could I do? I could say, hey, Acho, hey, D'Amico Ryans, switch. I'm going to rush as the inside linebacker, and you, D'Amico, as the outside backer that's supposed to rush, you just go cover Shady.
You're closer.
Because you're closer. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. But that took me until like my 3rd year in college to realize.
That's why we went 5-7.
Now you get to the league. Now you get to the league, and like that same knowledge, it takes a while to realize because 1, it's on a sheet of paper. 2, you're in the NFL and you don't want to get it wrong. And 3, things are first like, okay, wait, I'm supposed to rush if I'm the linebacker to the field. Then you're like, wait a second. If Shady all the way out there, how am I cover him from all the way in here? Wait, Acho, you rush. I'm just going to go cover him. How long, Shady, in your mind? I just gave you a linebacker example. Yeah. Shout out to y'all on the Speakeasy. We try to give y'all some intellect too. How long, Shady, until your pro career felt like college to you?
Before I answer that question.
Yes, sir.
Did you play as a rookie? Like on defense?
No.
Okay. So I think some of that is your first year. That's why I talk about these rookies. Your first year, you're thinking like that. Okay, am I going here? Am I dropping? Am I covering? But by year 2, you have some of that experience already.
Yep.
Right? So now the learning curve is a little easier because I actually did that. I actually messed up. I actually got yelled at from my coach. I actually missed that tackle. I missed that play. And now your second year, you're like, yo, I already respect this. Okay, I see it again. Oh, to the field, 3-by-1 over to the field. I know now, look, I'm going to cover you blitz because you've seen it before.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying with these rookie players, because I've been one. everything is happening so fast, and your mindset is, okay, this don't mess up. I got the wheel backer. That's what it says. Okay, where's the wheel at? Compared to knowing, like, why do I have the wheel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, give an example, 2-5, because you're talking with all this experience, and obviously for you it's second nature.
So,
was there a moment in your second year, third year, something like that?
I'll give you one. So when I was a rookie, you know, they would say, hey, on this protection, you might have the wheel or the Mike backer, right? So I know the quarterback say, hey, Mike 58, I know, well, I got him. And I'm so young, I'm like, yo, I can't mess up. So I'm staring him down the whole time. And there was sometimes where the backer, they're older, he comes to the line of scrimmage. I'm like, damn, here he comes. And he'll come and he'll stop.
Yep.
And I'm running to him. But he was just keeping me in there.
Yeah.
So now I can go on a pass play. So my second year, I said, okay, I got the wheel again, or I got the mic. Now, instead of going straight to him or looking at him, I got a blocking, I might run my route.
And see what he's doing.
What he does.
Yeah.
And then now I see, oh, he's coming with me. He has me in man coverage.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like learning from the experience.
Yeah.
And now, compared to just trying to like fit in, now I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference between young rookies and veterans.
Before we move on this topic, because you got 12 years of NFL experience as a running back, and I obviously practice with Shady, let me give you all the converse. There would be moments where, okay, Acho, you have Shady in man, but I know Shady has you, Acho, in pass protection. So I'm going to act like I'm blitzing.
See?
Because if I'm blitzing, Shady got to pick me up.
Right.
So even though I'm not actually blitzing, I'm just ready. I'm going like I'm blitzing. The problem is, if Shady releases, if he hot releases or free releases, I have to abort my blitz to go cover Shady. That's a vet move.
And you know what I'm gonna do though? I would get so clever at it. I'll be looking around like I don't. So if I stare at you, you know I got you, man.
Yep.
I start looking around and all that. Soon as they say height, I do a quick jab. Boop. I do just a quick jab.
Just to see what he do.
And if you move a quick jab, I know I got you.
Yeah.
He got to cover me in the route.
Yep.
If I do a quick jab and
You stay straight,
I got to come get you.
Yeah.
That's just part of knowing, you know. And then another thing is like you start learning like somebody has to cover. That's another thing I learned quick in the game. If somebody blitzes, somebody has to cover.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game. So now I'm looking over there and I was like, oh, where are they safeties going? Because the safeties don't never lie. This is a whole football conversation now. But anyway, like I don't want to get into that. But you learn about the game when you play and you mess up. And now it's like, damn, am I playing slow? Because I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But in your second year, you don't do a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
It's like you know where to go.
Yeah,
that's well said.
Speaking of the Browns quarterback situation, though, as well, Mary Kay Cabot, our favorite Browns reporter, she said, she talked to owner Jimmy Haslam.
Is she?
Yeah, I mean, we just talk about her a lot. We probably use her tweets more than anyone, so want to give her some credit. She's giving us the scoop, Shady. We gotta, So she talked to Browns owner Jimmy Haslam and said believes it's possible for Deshaun Watson to go from a swing and a miss, which is what he was called during the season last year, to a home run if he starts this year. So, do you guys still have faith in do you guys still have faith in Deshaun Watson? And do you believe the crock of shit that just came out of Jimmy Haslam's mouth?
This is the problem with Sam Darnold having won a Super Bowl last year. Because we just showed you a portion of the comments. Kieran, if you can find the expanded comments on Jimmy Haslam, please do. Because Sam Darnold struggled for so long and went on to win a Super Bowl, everybody now who has struggled is going to be looked at as the next Sam Darnold, the next Sam Darnold, the next Sam Darnold. Deshaun Watson has to prove to us that he is good before we can believe that he is good. Because realistically speaking, Deshaun hasn't been good, I believe, since the 2020 season. It's 2026, y'all. COVID was 6 years ago. So do I believe Deshaun Watson still has talent? Absolutely. But he got to show me. He got to show me. Call me Downton Thomas. My faith got to be my eyes. He got to show me. So I won't go as far as Jimmy Haslam has gone, but I need y'all to really see what Jimmy Haslam fully said, because what Jimmy Haslam actually said about Deshaun Watson is pretty wild.
I want to jump in here, though, too. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam, we'll show what he said. He said there's a lot of quarterbacks who, it seems to kind of be the theme in the NFL, either started or did not start well, then take their team to a Super Bowl championship, right? It's really just one. It's Sam Darnold. And what a great story that is for Sam Darnold. Deshaun started great, and the year before we signed him, he was rated the second best quarterback in the NFL. And then the suspension came and the injuries and all that piled up. Can he come back from that? He certainly had the ability at one point in time. We're cautiously optimistic, but we'll see. Can I jump in here?
Please.
This is the earliest I'll jump in a take. Jimmy Haslam, the reason why Sam Darnold is flourishing outside of the bad situations is because he got out of situations like you have in Cleveland. Cleveland is the reason why quarterbacks come into the NFL and look like hot ass. Cleveland is the reason why Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, ended up leaving as one of the top quarterbacks, and I know there's other stuff involved, and went and looked like utter dog shit for the Cleveland Browns, as did almost every other quarterback for the Cleveland Browns my entire life. Getting away from situations like Cleveland is what makes quarterbacks actually do a whole lot better.
You're not wrong.
Outside of Baker Mayfield, sorry, it hasn't really looked that nice. So to me, I think it's funny. It's a hilarious argument. Now that we're finally admitting this because Sam Darnold went and won a championship, but Geno Smith did better outside of the New York Jets. Sam Darnold doing better outside of the Jets and then also the Panthers. Even Justin Fields did a whole lot better for Pittsburgh than he did for the Chicago Bears. Now, obviously, he went back to the Jets. It was a horrible situation. But I just think it's funny that we have this view now, and you were completely out on him 5 months ago. You said it was a huge mistake. You said it was a swing and a miss. It was a terrible decision. And now Sam Darnold wins a championship, and it's, you know what? He might be good again. Either you believed in him or you don't believe in him. But I don't like the switching up. He's allowed to. He's the owner of the team, but I just don't like the switching up. Shady, what do you think?
We all have different opinions sometimes. Like, I might can't stand this guy, and I might like him later. Or I might think a guy's not that good, then look at him, oh, he's better than I thought. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, listen, I know we want to blame Cleveland. I get it. But why can't it just be like a lot of these guys didn't play well?
Yeah.
All these first-round quarterbacks they got, they just weren't that good. That's just what it is. Deshaun Watson, I mean, if you really watch the tape on him, though, because he was so good. He was such.
Slow that one down, bro.
Oh, he was so good of a quarterback.
Nah, it was the extracurriculars. You know what
I'm
you
just
did.
saying, bro. He was. Come on, bro.
You know what you did?
You know what you did.
All I'm saying is, I'm a big.
Oh, he was so good. Eyes closed, bro. He was that good.
Bro, Deshaun Watson was the truth.
I know he was cold, but
all right, bro. All right. Well, anyway, I thought Deshaun Watson was a great quarterback. Was going on that next stage to be like top 2, top 3 in the league.
Yeah, that's right.
Then he goes to Cleveland, and when I watch him on tape, to me, right? Because I know we want to blame Cleveland, but it looks like he don't know what he's doing. He don't know where he's reading. He's holding on the ball too long. It's like, do I want to scramble or do I want to throw it? It's just on tape. It looked like he just didn't know what he was doing. And that's hard to believe because he's been so good and so great. But my thing is, I think now with Sam Darnold, with the stuff he's done, everybody's gonna have this same walking back statements. If he's a bad quarterback that did bad, he'll always have a chance to play somewhere because potentially he can do good again. So now that lets me know this. This is why it's gonna be a real quarterback world now. If you thought it was all about the quarterbacks now or then, it's gonna be even worse now. Any quarterback, I don't care how bad you are. If you're terrible, you win the first round, you will get a chance to be good again.
Yeah.
If this was basketball and Ben Simmons, right? No matter what you think about Ben Simmons, if he played in the NFL, he have a chance again to be good. So get ready for this ride. I don't like it though. My thing is, if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. Right? And if you're awful, you are awful. When I watched Deshaun Watson, he didn't look good at all. He looked a lot of bad, and he had a lot of moments where he looked awful. That's the issue.
Shady's exactly right. The fact of the matter is Deshaun Watson hasn't looked good, but here's the problem. I've now seen this twice, both from the mind of analysts and the mind of ownership. If y'all remember, I think it was Mina Kimes who said that Justin Fields could go down the same Sam Darnold path.
She said this is a low-risk signing for the Chiefs and an opportunity for him to pursue the Sam Darnold path. The year he spent in San Francisco, the year or before getting to the Vikings, is what Fields can look at this as. I love it for both sides.
That was after the Chiefs acquired Justin Fields in free agency. Yeah. Like this is just dangerous, murky waters, people. It's murky waters. Deshaun Watson has been bad for about 5-6 years now, statistically speaking. And now the owner, Jimmy Haslam, is mentioning Sam Darnold. Justin Fields has been bad since he came into the league, statistically speaking, as a quarterback passing the ball. Running the ball, he's been absolutely exquisite. But passing the ball, he's been bad. It's just, we keep throwing this Sam Darnold thing around too often. Like, just because somebody won the lotto doesn't mean if you buy a ticket, you're going to win it too. You're going to go broke playing that game. You will go broke playing that game, chasing ghosts.
I want to jump in here. I'm kind of on the side of, remember Cam Newton's take saying the quarterbacks aren't bust anymore. They just got to be in the right situation. I'm kind of on that side, though, as well. Look, Chad Henne, what was he as an NFL quarterback before getting to the Kansas City Chiefs? But he ended up being serviceable in a backup role. Matt Moore, what was he in the NFL? Of course, but they're playing with Andy Reid. They're backups, but when they came in, they could do their thing. Matt Flynn, how did he look? Hold up. Matt Flynn, how did he look in Seattle?
He didn't look
terrible. He didn't look at all. He didn't look at all.
See him.
How did he look in Green Bay whenever he had to start multiple games?
But he
looked amazing. You have to be in a good situation.
That's every player in the NFL then.
Of course.
So the thing I don't like is with these quarterbacks, they act like they're different players in the NFL. Mm-hmm. If every player can have how he wants, I want to play for the Eagles where I got all big offensive linemen. I got AJ, I got all these great players around me.
Solid.
Huh?
I said they probably gonna look
but
solid.
I'm saying like that's not
That's not
football.
real. Yeah, that's not real.
Bro, I wish I could have stayed with a great team all day. When I left Philadelphia and I went to Buffalo, it was like reality check. Like, yeah, I had an ego and I thought it was really good, but now I don't have a lot around me. I don't have the quarterback I had. I don't have the wide receivers I had. I don't have none of that.
Yeah.
And now I got to get out the mud. I couldn't complain and say, well, look at my situation. Yeah. No, I had to put the cleats on and get busy.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about a bad player that's bad, we're going to say, well, the situation. Dude, this ain't the same freaking Pop Warner. I can't just change schools.
I hear you, but
in high school, I can't do that.
Shady, does it not play a factor though? Like they do get better whenever they go to those situations.
What I'm telling you is, this is what I'm saying. That is football.
Yeah.
If you talk to any great player, right, and say, yo, would you love to play for this team? They got all the stuff you want. Yes.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
But I think that's also just sport. That's team sports. You can be a greater player in the public's eye if you play for a better team than you do a sorry team.
I think yes, that is obviously true. But the reality is, you got to find a way to get it regardless. Shady's told this story before.
Yeah, I agree with that. You got to be able to find a way to
Shady
say.
goes to Buffalo, and Shady goes from Philly, I think, 15, 16, 1,700-yard year. Buffalo, maybe 800-yard year.
2,000 on purpose.
2,000. He go 2,000 on purpose in Philly.
Crazy work.
2013 or something like that. And then Buffalo, 865 or something like that rushing.
Well, I got hurt some games.
But 865. Then you've told the story about how Shady was like, look, I got to go back and get it out the mud. I got to go back.
Put the Rolls Royce in the trunk. I put the Rolls Royce in the garage. Yep. Put all that stuff to all my homies. Yo, that's over with.
Yep.
And I went back to my hometown and trained. Right. And I knew I don't have the best team around me. I knew they had that.
Yeah,
but
you had to get busy.
Who's gonna make an excuse for me?
Yeah,
they find a way to make an excuse for a quarterback.
I get what you're saying. Because if it's you, they're gonna say you're washed. But if it's a quarterback, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's just a bad situation."
So
I get how that's frustrating.
I had to get it going again, and then 1,300 and all that, all pro bowl.
I feel like that's unfair to both, though. It's unfair to you. It's unfair to them. I think if you in 2017 were playing behind the Cowboys' offensive line, it would have been amazing. You would have gone crazy. You would have been stupid busy.
This is what I will say though. When you talk to real great players and real dogs, they're not gonna make these excuses up. Like if I sat here and I called Marshawn Lynch. If I caught Frank Gore, they not doing all these excuses. Yeah. My team ain't that good. Bad line. Bad quarter. They not doing that.
So it's twofold though too. I get what you're saying. It's twofold though too. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is any less talented than he was last year, the year before that when they made 3 straight Super Bowls. But the team around him wasn't good enough to make it to the playoffs. The team around him wasn't good enough to win a Super Bowl this year or make it to one. So to me, that's not an indictment on Pat Mahomes. That's an indictment on the situation around him, and that's fair.
Let me stop you.
Okay.
Because you are right, but then you kind of are wrong. Okay. Because that same Patrick Mahomes. He had a wide receiver core that had the most drops in football. That means out of all wide receivers, they dropping the rock.
Yeah.
And you know what he did with that squad? He went on the road in the playoffs, won all them games, then go to the Super Bowl, and then he beats the great Kyle Shanahan 49ers superstar monster team. That didn't happen. Yeah. So he didn't make excuses up. Patrick Mahomes this year, they didn't do good. He didn't make excuses up about the team being bad. So my thing is like, yo, if he can do it, why can't we do it?
Yeah. I get you. I hear you. Yeah, it's a valid sample.
That's what I was saying. Hey, before we move any super chats, social trade, talk to me.
Yeah, we do have some super chats to get to. So, Nana Saya said, Acho, we need you back on Uncomfortable Conversations. That show was legendary. That was on the heels of the Jaden Ivey conversation.
Man, Uncomfortable Conversations, we talk about it when necessary. We got the Speakeasy, so I do it here. But I felt like I did what I was called to do. I did 10 episodes, had 100 million views, won an Emmy.
Damn.
And then I let everybody else do the podcast.
Damn. You just stopped doing it after that?
It stopped it.
That don't make no sense.
I did what I was called to do.
Was you getting paid
off the muscle?
Acho has said it multiple times on this show. He know how to make money, bro. He's never worried about how to
Bro
get
said
it
10 out, episodes, 100 mil, but I want to tell y'all
said-
that Kevin Stefanski is the best coach in the damn.
Yeah, but was you making money on it?
bro.
Yeah, it was, but I made money on that speaking. Like, I didn't make really money on it, like, doing it. I made money on it, but now I'm out speaking in books and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But I did, like, I didn't want to get into the podcast game like that. Like, that's why even us, we do a daily show. Like, you can call it a pod, da-da-da. But
Yeah, but it's live and it's every day.
It's live.
Yeah.
I don't want
It's
to
just
do,
on
like,
a different medium.
Medium. Bingo. Like, some people think, like, this a pod. I'm like, no, we're live. We're not, like, live to tape and edited and da-da-da-da. Like, we live, G.
5 days a week.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
Every week.
5 to every week.
On Easter, too.
Even on Easter.
On Easter.
He called him out
no
about
syrup,
that today.
jelly, no packy, no jelly, nothing.
Ain't No Pressure Podcast 7024 said, should the Titans draft defensively with the number 4 pick with a player like Bain to support Salah's mindset, or offensively and get Jeremiah Love to go with Dayball's mindset?
I'm not drafting Jeremiah Love at number 4. That's what's not happening. That's what's not happening.
Why you say it like that?
Because
RB
there's
disrespect.
It's
not
an uncomfortable conversation. This shit right now. Why
Here we go.
because Jeremiah Love is not going to be able to change that franchise alone, bro.
Why not?
They got way too many issues, bro.
So what's
I
gonna
need
change?
I need a threaded wide receiver first off, please.
Like that's gonna change it. They had Calvin Ridley. He didn't change anything.
Calvin Ridley's he's not that good. He wasn't that good in Jacksonville.
See, this what
he
I'm
wasn't
like.
that good in Jacksonville. That's James's homeboy.
You
That's not
weren't
mine.
talking like that.
That's James's homeboy.
All right, bro.
Calvin Ridley was James was dying on the Calvin Ridley hill, not your
So
boy.
a lot of people gonna change that.
If I'm the Titans, I want either a pass rusher because Robert Saleh is a defensive mind, or I'm trading back. I need too much, and that fourth pick is valuable.
Getting the pass rusher to go alongside Jeffrey Simmons, though, would be crazy. And Robert Saleh with Ruben Bain in that system, I think would be really,
Would do
really nice.
something.
Scheme fit-wise, it'd be awesome.
But you got the number one pick. You got the number one pick quarterback, and y'all talking about defense.
I don't think Dabo's a bad offensive coordinator either, though.
Give him some weapons. You got Dabo's a coordinator who's really,
Yeah.
really good. You got the number one pick and Cam Ward. Give me some weapons.
But to me, a running back in the top five,
he ain't. You say that now, but when they pick
LaDainian Tomlinson,
what about it?
top 5 pick.
Nice.
Adrian Peterson, top 5 pick.
Yeah, he's
Jeremiah Love is not.
Leonard Fournette's on the top 5 pick. Your boy.
Hold up. Wait, but
Let me ask y'all this. Let me pose this question to y'all. So, is there value in getting Jeremiah right this year, knowing Acho, per your argument, he's not going to change the franchise overnight, right? Knowing that next year's wide receiver class is going to be as good as it is, do you go and get Jeremiah now and then look to get a wide receiver with, because you're not going to be that good again next year?
I would do what the Browns did last year. They have the number 2 overall pick. They said, hey, Jags, y'all want Travis Hunter? Come get him. Yeah. We're going to go get Mason Graham, and then the Browns have another first-round pick this year. Now, with the 2 first-round picks the Browns have this year, now they can draft a left tackle, and they can draft a Cardinal Tate wide receiver. Yeah. Like, if I'm the Titans, play that long game. You got them to do what the Browns did. Trade back, still got you a first-round pick. But, like, to me, Jeremiah Love is really good, but he's a top 10, top 12, top 15 pick.
Not
a top 4 pick is, again, like, that's Adrian Peterson with Damian Thompson.
I'll be honest with you, though. Well, it's also Ezekiel Elliott. It's also,
Correct.
but I think he
Zeke
is.
went for 1,700.
I know, but I also think Jeremiah Love has incredible talent. He's incredibly skilled. Also, Titans are not going to go be a Super Bowl contender next year. I think they need to lose again. Same as the Raiders. The Raiders can build. Lose again next year. Get that receiver next season because there's a plethora of top guys next season. But I don't hate Jeremiah Love at 4. I don't hate it. Would I make the decision? No. I don't hate it, though. I really don't.
I hear it. Super chat.
Yeah, listen, 68J Crypto for Life said, I'm a Cowboy fan at heart, but I watch the Bears because my son-in-law, Jalen Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Watching Caleb Williams get better from year 1 to year 2 was amazing. Looking forward to seeing where he can get the Bears next year with the trophy emoji.
Absolutely.
I think the Bears can get to a Super Bowl in the next 2 years.
Shady, I
see something different today.
Why you?
Oh, he got new merch. He ain't got the hoodie. He got new.
Okay.
He got new.
He got
two,
the white.
new
tee.
two-
It's crazy. He made some more. I want to rep it.
I
But
noticed it. I didn't even know. I didn't tell y'all. Did y'all seen it? I didn't even know.
It was the diamonds on the watch. It was blinding as we couldn't see the
I
2.5.
know. Yeah, look, what size y'all
hold
got?
on. I just want to let y'all know. I've been trying to up Shady.
You
Whenever
have.
he's coming to our 7-on-7 thing, I'm gonna get him in the booth. I'm trying to talk to him about what he's doing with 2-5 Sports and all that.
Guess what?
Guess what? I have not received.
What? A
What's
text
that?
A
back?
shirt. I have not received a jacket, and I've asked for it multiple times.
No,
That's
that-
crazy. You
they
just
don't-
making more
they
and more
don't have their
stuff.
At least
size,
give him
bro.
a bumper
All
sticker
right,
or
my
something,
size
bro.
is
I'm gonna make this a fire topic, but real quick. You said text messages. I hit him up about it. He ain't hit me back about that. I ain't mad at it. But you know what? But this is what I will do.
It's gotta be kept. Gotta be
This is
kept.
what I will do. I'm gonna get y'all size. I'm gonna bring y'all something. You know what I mean?
Y'all, wait, me
And whenever
too.
you text me back, let me know.
That's crazy.
Just let me know when you
That's
text me
cra-
back.
Just cap. This just cap. Oh man.
I got a couple more. We got our guy Benjamin Todd in the super
Benjamin.
chats said, I don't mean to sound harsh, but is writing off Ivy as being in the midst of a psychotic break, writing off his words instead of trying to engage in a conversation that pushes religion forward.
That's my that's my stance. Like the hard part is B Todd is like there is a fine line between is he trying to push his religion forward and be like a evangelist for his religion,
Right.
or is he flirting with the toxicity of religion that historically has existed in our country and in our culture? At the point in which you're responding to people and saying like you're not born again. You don't even know the person. You just respond to a tweet saying you're not born again. Or saying like Steph Curry doesn't know Jesus. That's not pushing religion forward. That's pushing
I
hate.
know one thing though. Guys like him, this is why religion's not good in our sport. Because guys like him, If I'm playing him, he's having a great game, and we can't stop him, I'm going to start saying stuff to him. God don't love you. Real talk. Get ready for hell. Because now he gonna slap me. Rap, what's going on? Like rap. Yo, listen. I'm telling you, look. Y'all laughing though, but listen. I played with certain games, and I won't. Richie Cognito, you're my guy. I won't go deep to this story, but it was certain times when we could block certain guys up front. And we had to do certain things, say some things to get them out of that game.
That's fact.
I watched Dennis Rodman do it.
Yep.
I even watched Dylan Brooks do it.
Yep.
So, hey, shit got you up there. And I know the way he's reacting, he gonna definitely got his,
You going to hell. He gonna
Oh, man. You ain't safe. You ain't.
No, that's
Dude, where we at,
You ain't saved. It's crazy. Listen, Swaggy D. Dot says Shedeur Sanders is not going to do anything overhyped. Reason why he's wearing number 2 because that's going to be his role in the quarterback depth chart.
Wow, you were a
What's his name?
That was Swaggy D. Dot. He's here a lot too. He usually don't hate like that.
Yeah,
He usually don't hate like that.
He must
hate. He must really not like Shedeur, man.
or when
Last one
I got is from Fawn Bullet said, "What can the Vikings do to improve on their situation?"
Are we starting Kyler? I think they made a good enough move to try to get that boost. I like Kyler. I like Kyler under Kevin O'Connell.
I do think the Vikings probably need to get a running back because Aaron Jones has done well, but and then they still have not Madison.
it's gonna be a problem
Addison,
for them.
Jordan Addison.
They have him.
Let's
pick it up.
Okay,
But my question is what's gonna be an issue for him is when Kevin O'Connell's like, yo, why you not playing on schedule?
Yeah.
Because a coach like that, everything is timing. Everything is reading. I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, that's
I think the first games he's going to run around, make some plays. Oh, my God. And then the Kyler that we all know is going
to show back up.
Yeah, shout out to him, though. That's my boy Joe. He run track. Finished. He was Olympic final both the last 2 years. Runs 200.
Who that?
Joseph Famboulet.
The super chat.
Joseph Famboulet.
Oh,
also, he just got engaged. Congrats, Joe.
Is Famboulet?
Yeah, Famboulet. But Famboulet is his
Liberian cat.
Yeah, Liberian cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph Famboulet is his name, but Famboulet is his.
Hey, bro, you was too good at Florida to not have medal jet, G.
Damn, why you?
That's crazy. He was cold him and the Asian cat in Florida went crazy.
You seen Tobogo and all the other dudes?
I'm waiting for these medals.
I'm waiting
for
soon
coming though. He switched up the training, bro.
See, he hate on everybody.
He just got engaged. Shout out my boy Joe, bro.
Hey, shout out to Liberia, man.
Oh, he just sent another one. He said, Shady, let's work.
Let's work.
Come on now.
Let's work.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, we got to keep it pushing here. Shut up, Joe. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur on the Eagles' new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion said some kind and positive words. I'll let you guys listen.
Find a harder worker. I mean, the guy is phenomenal work ethic. I think he's got a great mind. Obviously, his experience as a player is going to be big time for him. Like I was joking with everybody else, he's just got to learn how to deal with the Philadelphia media.
I don't like
he definitely does have to deal with the Philadelphia media. Fellas, how confident are we
Let
in?
Shady react first.
I just don't like it though, right? Because you're the head coach, right? And you called the plays, okay? And when they ask you about it, that's what you had to say. I'll give you an example. A couple years ago, a guy named Eric Bieniemy, offense coordinator for the Chiefs. I was there with him, and when he became the coordinator for the Washington Commanders, everybody was like, I was hating on him. And I said, well, they said, how good would he do? I said, I don't know. I said, because I've never seen him in that role. He might have had the name, but he didn't call plays. He didn't install. He didn't really correct. And everybody thought I was hating on him, right? And then Patrick Mahomes spoke up. Travis Kelce spoke up. Those are all my guys. You know what they said about him? Man, he's a hard worker. He's going to make sure you know what you're doing. He's tough. He's a great coach. He's a player's coach. His experience, all that stuff. But if I ask you about LaFleur, if I ask you about Kyle Shanahan, if I ask you about Andy Reid, you're going to say they smart, they do this, they do that, great play caller, right? You're going to say all them things. When I ask about a player or a coach and you don't talk about what they actually do, you talk around it, I don't like that. If I ask you, how was Shady as a player, you're going to say Shifty, he's a competitor, he's going to get busy, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. You're going to talk about these different things.
Yeah.
He didn't say one thing about him as a coach.
So him just being a hard worker, not...
What is that? You a hard worker? That's cool. Yeah. I need you to dice some plays up. Yeah. Call some great plays. Like, give me something. Yeah. He's a great offensive mind. He does... I didn't hear none of that.
He said he has a great mind, but Acho, are you more or less confident after hearing those comments?
Here's why Shady's right. everybody's a hard worker in the league at the coaching level.
You won't make it. Right.
Bingo. You're not making it at the coaching level if you're not a hard worker. I think Sean Mannion is 33 years old. How you get there if you're not a hard worker? A hard work is a prerequisite to being in the National Football League at that level, especially coaching. Everybody works hard. So give me a differentiating factor. Like Shady said, like talk about the run game. Talk about the pass game. Talk about the uniqueness of his skill set in the pass game, how he sees things differently. Talk about like Sean McVay, right? His recall is incredible. Cliff Kingsbury, schematically, he's very good.
Ben Johnson, creative,
Ben
unique.
Johnson.
All these different things. Andy Reid, I mean, he got touchdowns in the Super Bowl untouched, unguarded. Yeah. I'm not saying he's not a good coach because I'm not sure, right? We're waiting to see. But I'm just saying, like, if a guy that's been with you for some years, I want to hear something a little different. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
And where I'm at now, moving the conversation a little bit forward, is like the reason I don't have all this wild confidence in Sean Mannion, I just don't have a reason to. I don't have doubt. I don't have hate. I have nothing. I have nothing for Sean Mannion. It's like if you're going on a blind date with somebody. Oh my God, do you like her? Do you like her? Do you like her? I don't know her to like her. I saw a Hinge profile, if that's what they be on these days. I don't know her to like her. Sean Mannion, we don't know him. He didn't call plays. He's never called plays. I think he's 33 years old. I don't know him to love him. I don't know him to hate him. He's coming from a Green Bay Packers organization that has been good the last 5 years under Matt LaFleur. They haven't gotten better. As soon as Matt LaFleur took over, they've been the same. They beat the Dallas Cowboys in 2023 playoffs. They haven't taken another step forward.
Can I ask you this? Because we had another line of question, but now that you're speaking of this, who do you think was responsible for making the hire solely? Was it Howie or was it Sirianni?
Probably both.
How much confidence do you have in Sirianni if he ends up not working out? Especially in a year like this where you had an offensive play caller market that was probably as good as it's been in an offseason in a very long time. You had the Daybos out there. You had the Mike McDaniels out there. You had a bunch of options on good play callers, and you ended up with a guy that we've never seen before at 33 years old. If he doesn't work out, who are you blaming? And is there going to be like a hot seat situation for the Eagles?
Who are you blaming 2-5 don't work out?
That's a tough one, man. I mean, nothing's guaranteed in football. I don't know if I'm blaming anybody. I mean, because it's hard to blame somebody. But I do have confidence in the other question that Nick Sirianni can do it. I just see him last weekend. We were just hanging out, talking a little bit. We were on the same flight. And I think we're ready to roll this year, right? I think if at the worst scenario, because one thing you got to realize with the Eagles, Howie's a smart dude. Mr. Lurie is extremely smart. And I think Nick Sirianni is a really good coach. So they talked about this. We got a 33-year-old coordinator. Right? This guy's some team older than him. Yeah. So my thing is, if it don't work out, they do have a backup plan. I do think that Nick Sirianni will call plays if he needs to. I truly believe that.
I would blame Howie. And the reason I would blame Howie is, Howie, you've been around longer than Nick Sirianni, and Howie, you will be around longer than Nick Sirianni. So Howie, at the point in which the last offensive coordinator hire didn't go great, Howie, to me, it's on you. You're both older. You're more seasoned. You've been around for multiple Super Bowls. You have control over the roster. Nick Sirianni has control over the team.
Yeah.
You have control over all things Howie Roseman. So to me, I would blame Howie Roseman if Sean Mannion does not turn out to be the guy. There also comes a point where obviously Jeffrey Lurie has so much going on. He's a billionaire. He has other things to worry about. But if you're Jeffrey Lurie, this is one of your prize aspects, one of your prize entities. You've seen coaching is the only thing that's held you back. Coaching and offensive line injuries. So if you're Jeffrey Lurie, you're a brilliant businessman. I would walk in and be like, okay, if talent is not what holds us back, but coaching has held us back, what are we doing from a coaching perspective? If you talk to different coaches, you know Jeffrey Lurie has been involved. I've talked to different coaches, different former offensive coordinators that were like, you had to report after a game why you called what you called to who you called. You know what I mean? So like Jeffrey Lurie has been involved before. I think I would blame at this junction in time. To me, it's a Lurie issue. Who you blame?
I mean, it's tough. If it ends up not going well, though, if the offense is not clicking, this is the best setup in all of football. The Eagles have the best offense in all of football from a talent perspective, and to me, it's really not close. It shouldn't be close. They have an unbelievable offensive line, one of the best running backs in the entire NFL, and 2 top wide receivers. I'm blaming Sirianni because it can't be bad this year. True. And like Shady said, I'm excited to see if he does end up taking over play calling duty if that situation happens. Now, I want Sean Mannion to go out there and do well. No, I don't. I want him to fail. But as a Cowboys fan, I just do. I think if Sean Mannion doesn't work out, though, it's on Sirianni. And I think you got to start asking yourself one of 2 questions. If this does not work out offensively for the Eagles this year, Sirianni or Jalen Hurts, we're going to have to start having real conversations about. Just being honest. Because at that point, who is it? What's holding the offense back? Is it just another offensive coordinator that we're going to throw out to the wolves and it's just, it's always the offensive coordinator's fault? Well, you're the one in charge of hiring them. Howie's put the team together. He's safe. He's secure, in my opinion. I don't think that he should be punished for putting one of the best rosters together in the entire NFL. But if this is the situation again where the Eagles' offense is struggling, we have to take a hard look at Sirianni or Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, and ask ourselves, what's the issue with the offense?
What's scary to me is, given everything you just said, I am not entrusting my future to a 33-year-old coordinator that's never called plays. That, to me, is one of the riskiest decisions I've seen the Eagles make in the last 10 years.
Let me jump in. If it's that risky, Sirianni should be ready to call plays this season.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for him not being ready to go out there and call plays and get this offense going. He should be as involved as he's ever been in the offensive play calling, whether it's putting the game plan together, calling the plays on Sunday, checks and balances, whatever they do, he needs to be as involved as ever before.
I will take it a step forward is public facing. Because clearly Sirianni is doing a lot more than we know privately, install, et cetera, et cetera. I can't argue that. I'm not within the locker room, I'm not in those walls.
God bless you, brother.
But I would also say public facing. Kind of like how Dan Campbell publicly, all right, bro.
Bro, you got one more sneeze in you, dog.
One more
We're in the middle of a
man,
conversation, bro.
Like, I'm really trying to talk.
Come on, dog.
You over here sneezing like, are you a kid?
Come on, bro.
What's more important, dog?
You
You
a
sneezing
kid?
or the conversation?
You gonna let a little bit of dust hold you back from getting this money?
Gracious.
Let's be real.
Thank you. You done?
Get back to it, Acho.
you good?
Come on, bro.
All right. So, for me, if you're Nick Sirianni, you have to take the Dan Campbell approach. You have to be able to say, you know what, after 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I will publicly call plays. Bump what I'm doing privately. I will publicly call plays, and I will fall on the sword if need be. So I co-sign everything you said, but on top of co-signing everything you said, I will add to that. Sirianni, it can't be a private thing.
Yeah.
They don't need to be egging your offensive coordinator's house this year. If somebody's house is getting egged, Sirianni, it needs to be you.
Wow.
For better, for worse.
No, facts. That's exactly how I feel, though.
For better, for worse.
Even though Patullo was a question mark, Sean Mannion's just as big of a question mark. If not more. He wasn't there with the Eagles offense. Yeah.
At least Patullo was in the Eagles system after they won a Super Bowl. I would have hoped, like, AG, you learned something from what Kellen Moore did. No go. What's so funny, Kieran?
No, I don't know. I want him to fail. I really do.
That is fair.
I really need him to fail. Look, speaking of the best team in the NFC East heading into this next season, the Cowboys are unsure if franchise tags wide receiver George Pickens will attend their offseason program. This is coming in light of them giving him the tag. Acho, you're very strong in the opinion that he's not going to play under the tag. Do you think the Cowboys are mishandling the George Pickens situation?
Completely. I can't wait to hear Shady's thoughts on this. I've seen the Cowboys mishandle these situations 4 times over now. This is for true Cowboys fans. Ezekiel Elliott was working out in Mexico because Jerry Jones did not figure out that contract situation. Ezekiel Elliott ended up getting paid $95 million, of which you could suggest was mishandled and a mistake because they didn't have the money to pay Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott gets tagged again. Then Dak Prescott becomes the highest paid quarterback in football, first $60 million quarterback in football, when he should not have been a $60 million quarterback, but you delayed that situation. Cut to Micah Parsons. You don't know how to handle that situation. You don't want to pay him ahead of time like we've seen so many teams do. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks and Jackson Smith and Jigba. As a result, you get into contract tension there. Micah Parsons ends up getting traded, going to the Green Bay Packers, and now the Dallas Cowboys are in need of an edge rusher. I have seen the Dallas Cowboys mishandle contract situations dating back to Ezekiel Elliott, in which would have been 2019. It is 2026. How many times will we continue to make the same mistake over and over and over? If you want to keep George Pickens, pay George Pickens ahead of time. If you want to trade George Pickens and see if you can go get a first-round pick, then use that first-round pick to draft a receiver who you can get for cheap for the next 4 years. But make up your mind, Jerry Jones.
I'm going to ask you a question now. So, what about CeeDee Lamb? Did they play around his contract?
CDs, I would say they got right. CDs, I think they got right.
A little bit, right or no?
No, CD and Diggs, they got right.
So I'll just say this, man. This is football. Like, all the top players that the team knows they want to deal with them, they always make them wait. I watched the Niners. They did the same thing with Bosa. They made Bosa wait. Y'all forgot about that?
No, not at all.
Okay, let's talk about somebody even better than him. TJ Watt. They made TJ Watt wait in Pittsburgh. Do you remember that?
Yep,
of course,
I remember that.
recently.
Okay, let's go somebody even better than him. Aaron Donald. They made Aaron Donald wait to pay him.
Yeah.
He had to threaten him and do this and do that. This is what football, this is what they do. They make you wait.
Yeah. Can I say this though? I think the Cowboys played their hand already though. This month, they restructured the contracts of Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Tyler Smith, 3 of the highest paid guys on their offense, to clear up about $66 million in cap space. They did that so they could accommodate George Pickens. Whether that's, I think right now it's a conversation of, hey, George, like, are you willing to play under the tag? It's $27 million. It's more than you made before. Yeah. I think that's why you also saw Dak Prescott come out knowing that he was going to restructure and say, let's not make it about the money right now. You're going to get paid, da-da-da-da-da. Which, fair to say, whenever you already got the contract to be the highest paid quarterback, obviously you're restructuring now, but still, you got the highest paid contract in NFL history at the time that we signed you. I think now it's a situation where, yeah, they're going to make him wait, but I am no longer, after that restructuring, concerned as a Cowboys fan that George Pickens won't be playing football for the Dallas Cowboys this year. I think he will be. I think they need to figure out what the payment is. But I think also they're going to have to pay him.
Yep.
But I think they don't make that mistake like they did last year. I think they restructured for a reason, and I think they're going to pay him.
Here is why I'm incredibly concerned, G. It's like you've seen the Cowboys do this time and time again. You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted George Pickens, you would pay George Pickens. And because you also know George Pickens is repped by the same agent as Michael Parsons was repped by. They don't play around, bro. They want their bread. They earn their bread. Give them their bread. Otherwise, they're going to kick up dust.
Yep.
That's just how it gets. That's how it goes down. The other thing to argue with Shady's point is, just because you make the stars wait does not mean it's a good thing. Look at Brandon Ayuk. To Shady's point, look at Nick Bosa after you made him wait. To Shady's point, look at the season Chris Jones had after you made him wait. When you make those players wait and then they miss training camp or they miss OTAs or they miss minicamp, it limits getting in game shape. The only way you can get better at playing football is by playing football. Run all the sprints you want. Run all the half gassers you want. Run all the 110s you want. The only way you can adjust your tendons, your joints, your limbs to cutting, to getting in and out of breaks is by getting in and out of breaks. So to me, just because we see this often does not mean it's a good thing, because more often than not, I've seen players come back after holding out during camp, which George Pickens is going to do that. All signs point to Pickens will hold out. I've seen players just have bad seasons. It's a lose-lose. Team loses, player loses. Look at Brandon Ayuk, bro. Look at Brandon Ayuk.
I hear you. I also think Jerry is more prone to paying his offensive superstars than he was his defensive superstars. And that's what it has kind of been shown. You're going to pay the Ezekiel Elliott. You're going to pay the Dak Prescott. You're going to pay the CeeDee Lamb. I think you're going to pay the George Pickens as well. We need George Pickens to be able to compete at a high level this season. I think Jerry's going to look at what we have in the draft, all the draft capital that he's acquired over this time. We're going to build young on the defensive side of the ball, and I think we're re-signing George Pickens. I think the pants pissing is for people like you, Acho, not me.
Think about this, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. CeeDee Lamb held out not at the beginning of this past season, but the beginning of the season before.
Yes, the season before.
Right? Yes. So CeeDee Lamb is coming off of a 1,700-yard season. Led the league in catches, led the league in targets. CeeDee Lamb has 930 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,300 yards, 1,700 yards, holds out 1,100 yards.
But see, if you're going that route, a lot of guys, after they get paid, they have a down year. That happens all the time, right? Mm-hmm. Guys that have a great year, they'll get paid, and they'll have a drop-off year.
Why is that?
I ain't here to answer that question.
Well, I just asked you the question, so technically.
But I'm just saying, because you brought that up about his years, and I'm telling you, when guys get paid, the next year, a lot of times, they have a dip in that year. Yep. And then they get back to regular program.
What I'm suggesting.
Hold up. Another thing is I'm thinking about, like, all these. Let's go to some of the wide receivers, though. Jamar Chase, they made him wait an extra year before he got paid. Remember, you want to deal. Not this year, the last year. Mm-hmm. They made him wait.
Yeah, the fifth year.
Cool. And he balled out and he got paid. What are some more receivers that happened to? Because it happens all the time.
It happens just about every receiver.
So I don't want to make this
except like Amon-Ra. Like Amon-Ra, he doesn't wait and no dip. Amon-Ra just Now again, I'm not saying it's a mandate. Like you hold out, you suck. It's just statistically speaking, I've seen it offensive players, defensive players, because I ran an analysis of it last year when I was trying to figure out, is there anything to this theory? And like when you hold out and you miss camp, it takes you 2, 3, 4 games.
That is true, because you got to get to the game shape, the timing and all that. You're saying that, but what I'm saying is, this is bigger than Nino Brown. This is bigger than George and the owner, Jerry Jones. Yeah. This is what they do. They make you wait. I don't know what it is. This is something they do. Cool. So the owners, they money. Like we can't make them pay us early. And the one thing they like to do is they make everybody wait. I just gave you like Hall of Fame guys.
Do you think George Pickens gets paid by the Cowboys this year? You think he gets a long-term joint?
I don't see how you let him walk out that door.
You can't.
And if I'm him, I don't want to walk out that door.
Yeah.
I went from a world of playing in Pittsburgh with all these quarterbacks, and nobody knew how really good I was but me. Then I go to the Cowboys. I get a good quarterback, a good system. I want a good other top-tier receiver. And now I'm looked at as one of the best receivers in football. So if I'm him, I'm not leaving Dallas.
Had a fleck of
Shady,
Trey Sneeze debris over here.
Yeah, it is. Social sneeze out here.
Social sneeze,
bro. Goodness gracious. All that you kicking up all this,
it's ridiculous.
all this dust.
That's crazy.
Social sneeze.
But
Social sneeze is wild. That's okay. Because they got some names for you yesterday. No call, no show bear.
That's fine.
PTO bear.
We knew I was
Vacation
going.
bear.
can we finish this conversation?
Oh, my
please?
bad. I thought we was talking about sneezes and stuff.
Last question for you, Cowboys fan. When does George Pickens get paid?
He's gonna miss summer training camp. I know Jerry, man. Jerry's going. Look, I'm hoping he's training. I'm hoping he's ready. I'm hoping he's making some phone calls and getting a little bit more prepared. But knowing Jerry Jones, if CD missed 30 days of training camp that season and our offense came out looking kind of sluggish, I expect George Pickens to miss some of training camp. But I do think he gets paid. I think he's probably getting around the $31, $32 million mark.
And if he misses some,
no.
You don't think
higher,
so?
right?
Higher?
Yeah.
You gonna pay him?
The mark's at 43.
JSN just
JSN had 42.
He's at the top of the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you tell me you're going to pay him $9
We're gonna be
million less?
We're gonna be paying him
CD
more than
making
CD.
36.
Dude. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Hear me out.
I hope
All
he
right?
takes that.
I don't know what y'all think talking about.
Yeah.
If I'm George, I ain't worried about none of that.
Yeah.
I got at least
ain't got
my
nothing to do with me.
floor-
The crazy thing is George can't make the argument. I might be wide
My
receiver one
floor
year.
got to be 35, 36, 37. Like, what we talking about?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm up. And you know what might happen? They might pay him extra money and then give CD some money. Same way the Eagles did with Smitty and AJ.
Re-up and then re-up again.
Yeah, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just to make sure that's a really good point. Just to make sure the CD's still the highest
Come on,
paid.
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Look, we do have
any
some super chats.
Oh, yeah, we got some super chats.
All right, social
We
sneeze.
got some super chats. Which one should I start off with? Maybe this $20 one from
wow.
JoJo that said, damn, a brother can't sneeze?
Hell no.
Shit.
It was multiple, bro.
Or maybe I'll go with this one from Shady Champ 1981 that said PTO Bear got the audacity to try and check Trey about sneezing. My man
Absolutely.
shows up to work even with a cold. You better show some respect to
Hey.
so Trey.
Hold on. I had a 6 a.m. flight.
I like how you read the
Hold on,
I
hold
like
on.
how you read them, though. He does really good at
I had a
that.
6 a.m. flight. What was I up at 1 o'clock in the morning doing? Making sure them videos was uploaded.
That
So
is
don't
true.
think I didn't work, brother.
That is true.
Hey, I had to get my sleep on the plane. I was out there working. It wasn't PTO. It was O. It was just O.
Maybe I should read this $50 super chat.
Oh my gosh.
From our guy 214, Mr. DFW in the building said Acho did social trade like the guy did the dude at the restaurant at work. One more sneeze and you're through. I didn't give you too many chances. Hey, I got to show y'all that video. Y'all probably ain't seen it. That joint is
You
know
I
ain't seen it.
ain't seen it, no.
Bro, so they was at work. I guess dude was kind of going back and forth with him. He took his glove off. They work in a restaurant. He took his glove off, threw it at the back of dude's head. He said, "One more time and you're through. I'm sick of you. I gave you too many chances." So DFW jumped in the chat for that. Joey Santa Cruz said, "Watch the Cowboys trade Pickens and 2 first rounds for Myles Garrett." What? That is
Yuck!
Yeah,
I don't want to see that at all.
Ken's Mom 01, shout out to our women. Yeah. It's safe to say Ken's Mom. Yeah. Said bless you, Trey. Guys, thanks for teaching me football. Thank you for the blessing.
Come on now.
And thank them for teaching
Hey,
me
that's
football.
the attitude we should be having. Whenever you were talking about the fire zone and whatnot, people were just like, Acho, you play special teams, you suck. Bro, that's why y'all suck at Madden. 'Cause y'all know how to diagnose anything, bro. I've learned a lot, and I'll whoop y'all ass at Madden right now.
That's facts.
Good time.
Listen, that's all I got. I appreciate the chat for the love. Listen, Acho, they told me to tell you.
What up?
If you don't apologize for your outbursts and how you just mishandled that sneeze situation, 1,500 of them are leaving right now.
Oh, wow.
Balls in your court, brother.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let me take the time to do this. Ethan, you have what I sent you?
Oh, no.
Now that I have y'all's attention, let me take the time to do this. You said 1,500 and I'm leaving?
That's what they said.
Dang. Okay.
That's what they told me.
How about this? Speaking of 1,500, I bet $1,500 today, and this is for all 1,500 of y'all that want to leave. This was for all 1,500. I put $1 on all of y'all, all 1,500 of y'all, and I bet 1,500 today that Paul George would go over 15.5 points. He had 19. That Jaylen Brown would go over 22.5 points. He had 29. And that Austin Reeves would go over 4.5 times. He had 6 in the second quarter, if you can see that right. So for all 1,500 of y'all, there's $1 for each one of y'all that wanted to leave. I am sorry, Social Trade. Apologies for that. That 1,500 turned into 3,000. If y'all want to get bread, tell me on PrizePicks. Use the code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. But literally just tell me on PrizePicks. We rock with PrizePicks in the Speakeasy. Made a quick 3 bands tonight. So shout out to the 1,500 that want to leave. I say y'all stay instead. Make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please subscribe to the show. Hit the bell button. Hit the alerts to be notified. We got 3 more topics for y'all. We'll be out right in about half an hour, maybe 10 minutes after the hour. Shout out, Carebear. Keep it popping.
Look, man, we got to keep it pushing. Head coach for the New York Football Giants, John Harbaugh, was asked about Odell Beckham Jr., and he had an interesting response. I'll let you guys listen.
Yeah, a player that's kind of resurfaced back in the news as he did some impressive things in that flag event. Odell Beckham, you worked with him for a year. Is that something you guys are planning to want to explore, a potential reunion here in New York with him?
Yeah, well, I mean, the obvious pat answer would be you look at every option, right? And if Odell's an option, then we'll be looking at it for sure. And he and I do talk, and we do text, and we've maintained a really great relationship. He's one of my very favorite people in the world. So it's not like you don't talk to guys about things like that, and certainly we have. We'll just have to see where it all goes. What's best for him, what's best for the Giants. That's the number one thing. It is what's best for our team.
Fellas, do you guys think Odell has anything left in the tank, and do you buy what he was just selling right there?
Yeah. I'm about to say this. I don't know what Odell has left, right? I would love to see Odell Beckham. I think football is better when Odell Beckham is on the field.
Absolutely.
But listen to what he's saying. Like, coaches, they's funny, man. Like, they could talk around something. What is he talking about? Like, seriously, though, like, you could tell he's not going to bring him back. The way he's one of my favorite people. We talk all the time. What? And then he starts talking about what's best for the team. When they start saying that, it's over. I love him to death, but I got to see what's best for the team. That right there let me know he ain't bringing him back. But I will say this. If Odell Beckham can get back on the field, bro, that is a great thing for football.
This one's interesting because Odell was with Harbaugh in Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. He was there for a season about 3 years back, following that knee injury with the Rams. Odell, the reason I will never doubt Odell Beckham, because Odell's a freak athlete. And Odell is a superhuman athlete. Odell has done things before that very, very, very few people in football history have ever done. So given that I've seen Odell be a freakazoid athlete, why would I doubt him now? What's up, Kieran?
Just that catch was unbelievable.
That game.
There's one up there. I mean, like that's the thing. I think he still does have a little bit left in the tank. Obviously, the injury concerns are something that hurts Odell's case for coming back. But with a receiver room like the Giants have right now, it's not as deep as you would think. Obviously, this is a young person's game. These younger wide receivers do need opportunities. Malik Neighbors coming back. I think that's going to be a huge thing. They also might be drafting a receiver at the top 5, but why not have a veteran presence in an Odell Beckham, giving him an opportunity to go out there and retire as a Giant? I think that would be sick. I think that would be awesome.
Only thing is I'm scared of is that a GM might say, you know what, let me go out there and get a younger player that's been playing, or he's going to be cheaper, obviously, and go that route. You know what I mean? Or go get a player that might be in his second or third year somewhere else that might be more viable. You know what I mean? Because of the youth. You can put him on special teams. Like, you do more things with him.
Okay, let's speak to that, right?
Because I'm thinking, like, Odell, he's always been like a number one. I guess maybe 1 year he's a number 2. And I think at this level in his career, I don't know if he's still that, So now if he's the third receiver, they got to play special teams. And there's no way, I would argue, why would you put Odell on special teams? He's too good.
You can't.
So it's really weird.
Shady was bringing up a great point. Let me let y'all into a story. When we were in Philly in 2015, we acquired Miles Austin. Miles Austin, former Pro Bowl for the Cowboys, maybe an All-Pro, maybe one or so. We acquired Miles Austin. Here was the problem. Miles Austin was like our third or fourth string wide receiver. That means you got to be on punt team, bruh. I'm the right guard on punt team. Miles Austin, he's a right wing. So Miles Austin, now your third or fourth string, really your fourth string wide receiver, they got to be on special teams. But if your third string or fourth string wide receiver can't play special teams, we have no use for you. Odell Beckham is no longer number 1 or number 2. If you look at Odell Beckham's last years, in Miami, he started 0 games. He had 9 catches for for 55 yards in Miami. The year before in Baltimore, he had 35 catches for 560 yards. So if you're looking at Odell, he's now a number 3 wide receiver at best, likely a number 4 wide receiver. You can't have a number 3 or a number 4 wide receiver not on special teams. That's how your roster gets imbalanced. In Philly, 2014, we had the number 2 special teams unit in football. By 2015, with Miles Austin out there and Kiko Alonso out there, we had the number 27 special teams unit in football. That's how rosters get imbalanced and teams lose games.
Yeah, I think after the second ACL tear in the Super Bowl, it's just kind of tough to come back from. Man, the kid in me doesn't want to give up on Odell Beckham, though, bro. It's hard. It's hard. This is one of those situations where it's hard to see, but I do think, why not? Why not give him a shot somewhere? I do think he can play somewhere. When I watched the Raiders wide receiver room last year, you can't tell me Odell Beckham Jr. couldn't go out there and at least play in the third receiver role. Is that crazy?
I think it might be. I think it might be crazy because of what Shady's saying. If you're the third receiver, bruh, really the fourth or third, you're a gunner. You're a gunner on special teams.
Yeah.
And Odell Beckham does not have gunner on special teams in him. If you're a third or fourth receiver, you are a R5 on kickoff, an L5 on kickoff. Odell Beckham ain't got no kickoff reps in him. Odell's supposed to be a number 1 wide receiver. And Odell ain't got no number 1 wide receiver. Bro, he's finna be 34.
I'll just say this. Look, I get it. But I love Odell Beckham.
You can't. How can you not?
I don't lie, though. I just would love to see one more touchdown with a nice celebration from Odell Beckham. So make it happen, Harbaugh.
Yeah. It's crazy to me because, do
you think he should be signed to a team preseason? Get a chance.
If you're Odell, here's the other problem. Odell's too big for that. Odell has. I can't speak on Odell's ego, but Odell probably should have too much ego for that. You're Odell Beckham. How you go from being Odell Beckham? Now you want Odell to run with the threes in a preseason in a Hall of Fame game?
If he let a game, he let a game. I mean, I heard you saying, but that's what I was saying the other day, man. When you talking about somebody else's career, and it's like, all right, well, look, man, if you want to play on this team, you have to do these type of steps. You're going to find out if you really let a game or not, right? Because you might have that attitude where you're saying, I'm too big for that. Or it's like, you know what, I still want to play. And I think a guy like him, he'll do that.
Let me ask you this.
Because he still want to play. You can tell he still want to play.
I don't know if I want to see, or even if Odell wants to see, do we want to see Odell out there with Trey Lance on the Chargers in the fourth quarter of preseason game number 2? Trey Lance
if he gets busy.
But that's the thing. It's Trey Lance.
It's a bit below him.
I didn't say Justin Herbert. I don't know that I want to see Odell Beckham out there with, Sam Ellinger on the Broncos third string, with Justin Fields out there, Carson Wentz out there. I don't know that I'm not trying to see that.
Let me ask y'all this.
But if you want to play in this game, and they tell him that, if you do these things, you could get on the team. We can't tell him that. That's the same.
Worth it though,
we had the same conversation when y'all talking about y'all want to see older players not on certain teams.
Yeah,
you can't. When you talk about somebody's career that they built their own legacy, how can you tell him that?
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all this then?
Do.
Is Odell Beckham the greatest what if of this era of football?
It's a great question.
I can't say that.
I think it's very Derrick Rose-ish. I think 2 ACL tears have held him out. And when you look at it, he had an ACL tear his second to last year in New York. He comes back that next season. They end up trading him to Cleveland after that. Goes to Cleveland, has a couple of lackluster years, finally gets traded, looks like himself again for the Los Angeles Rams. It looks like he could actually be a problem for the Rams if he would have stayed, but Super Bowl game, ends up tearing his ACL. Yes, he gets that chip. It's awesome. After that, he's never been the same player. He's not going to be a Hall of Famer. And he had Hall of Fame level talent. Yeah, in 12 games his rookie year, he had 1,300 yards.
Jesus. Against us. I remember that.
Y'all got y'all's ass busted.
But he... I don't want to go through the hurt thing because there's a lot of players that got injured, right? I mean, he came back, had 133 targets when he's with Cleveland, had 1,000 yards. So I don't want to play that game with the what ifs. There's a lot of players that retired early, right?
Yeah,
there's a lot of
them.
So I don't.
Would you say he had Hall of Fame talent and he's not going to have a Hall of Fame career?
Oh, duh.
Yeah, it's a Hall of talent wise for sure.
Duh,
but it's a lot of great players that got Hall of Fame talent.
But
you know what I mean?
But that's why being elite.
I play the game, dog.
Being elite that's why you hear Shady talk about it half the time. It's hard to do it. It's hard to go out there week in, week out and do it. And injuries are part of it. It's hard to also, you got to have fortune. You got to have hard work. You got to have favor on your life. You got to have all of it. But, you got to go do it. So, I feel you. I'll engage in that conversation of the what if. But to Shady's point, bro, you got to go play the game. Yeah. It's a lot of It's a lot of what ifs and woulda, shoulda, couldas.
Because I feel like a guy like Mike Evans, to me, I don't think, and that's Mike's one of my guys. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame, like just straight talented. You know what I'm saying? But he's a Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys like that, like Hall of Fame, this talent. I look at a guy like Antonio Brown. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame talent, but he got a Hall of Fame type compared to a guy like.
That's an interesting one.
You don't think AB's a Hall of Fame
No,
talent?
no. Like,
you don't think his career's a Hall of Fame?
This talent.
Yeah.
When I say Hall of Fame,
I get what you're saying.
Like Julio Jones is a Hall of Fame, this talent. Speed, fast, 6'3". You know what I mean? But AB don't have that, but AB has Hall of Fame game. Plays big. You know what I'm saying? So some of them guys, it's like, yo, he's a Hall of Fame type talent.
And Odell was a Hall of Fame talent.
Yeah, right.
Odell could moonwalk in cleats, bro.
Right.
What?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Odell's a Hall of Fame talent, but he had to get it done. But I want to see Odell play again. I'm a Shady. For sure. I want to see one more touchdown catch, bro.
I want to see if I could get one more touchdown in a modern day celebration with all the
all
dances and whatnot we got
bro.
now.
Odell was lit though.
Bro,
He was.
Odell is probably
a good dude too, man.
Can we be honest though? Outside of Prime, he's probably the biggest dude whenever it comes to popularity outside of the sport of football.
Bro,
he's crazy.
I don't think
he might be more.
I think he's bigger than Prime.
He's bigger than Prime.
Right? Maybe not overall because Prime, like his shoes are still popping.
Yeah.
He's 50 or 60. He's still the guy.
Odell was the first person. Remember this, Shady? Odell was the first football player to have. Remember, he had a 5-year, $90 million deal with Nike.
Yes.
He was
had
the
his own
first football
shoes.
player to do that.
He's the most influential football player worldwide that we've ever seen.
He had the little hair stuff going on. He's big,
Odell was
and he's in New York City.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's New York.
It was perfect.
That's the thing. I want him to go finish his career over there with the young quarterback, Jackson Dart. Imagine how fun that would be.
Yeah.
Imagine how fun that would be. We saw how fun they were last year, and they were ass.
Yeah.
But like now, like him.
To me, like at least bring him in for camp. You got the roster.
Yeah.
Bring him in for camp.
Why not?
Bro. Like bring him in for
Why
camp.
not, bro? So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Someone in the chat asked that. I do want to ask real quick. Who do y'all? If it's not Odell, real quick. Who do you think the biggest what if in the NFL history is?
In the history? All history.
I mean, it's hard not to say Bo Jackson.
I think I read the other day, Bo Jackson played 7 seasons.
He played 3.
And he only played 3?
He only
Who
in the
played
NFL?
7, Shady, a running back, and had like
Terrell Davis. 2,000 yards.
Bro, I saw somebody say, goodness gracious.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Like somebody had like a crazy career in like 7 seasons. I said, what kind of human was this?
Terrell Davis in 7 seasons has 7,000 yards.
I'd be so right, yo.
And 60 touchdowns.
Right.
He had,
You did.
So he went his first
2000.
4 years. Oh my God. Terrell Davis' first 4 years, 1,100, 1,500, 1,700, 2,000.
But you know what happened though? See,
What happened?
Talk about this. He messed up the money for real.
Oh.
Because in Denver, they was running that little scheme, outside zone. And they said, well, damn, we don't got to go out there and get a first-round draft pick. Because back then, the Ravens going first round.
Yeah.
They was going like top 5. They said, yo, we can go out there and get what round was he? 5th round, 6th round?
Late, I remember that.
Something like that. Anyway, and we can get 2,000 yards with him. So after that, it was over. We're going to get guys like him.
Yeah, no. Bo Jackson only played 4 seasons, but he put football full time. But the dude was unbelievable.
He had 4 seasons and 2,000 yards.
Yeah, he only played half of the seasons though. But like, look at his yards per carry though. He's unbelievable.
Because everybody want to talk about him all the time.
Why do they talk about Bo like
and
the
he
best
be
athlete
having
ever?
all these
because he was unbelievable on the baseball field.
He hates a lot too.
Two-sport athlete, yeah.
Bo Jackson hates a lot, bro. He hates on a lot of young boys.
I didn't know that, but nah, he was unbelievable in college, unbelievable in the NFL whenever he actually did play. But I mean, he played 7 games his first year, 10, 11, and then 10 he got hurt after that. And then after he got hurt, he quit. He started playing
how many
baseball.
games they was playing? 16?
16, yeah.
All right, so let's do some math real quick. Yep. Okay, so he played, let's do year 2. He had 580 yards. That's about almost 600. And they're going to play 6 more games.
Yeah, so he would have had 900.
His carries, though, were like not that high, though. He
hold up. Whatever. See, we can't keep
because he wasn't playing football that long. He played football after baseball season was over.
But I'm saying is the yard, if you gave him more games, because I'm still looking at his averages. He's averaging, you know what I'm saying? I don't see no. I don't see no 17,
he was more mythical than he was like.
That's what I say.
Execution.
Because he was big and strong and fast.
Yeah.
I don't care about none of that. You gotta play the game. I don't care about none of that.
That's fair.
What's the big white boy?
He was also sharing the backfield with Marcus Allen, though, guys.
That's so many people. Shady.
No.
Yeah.
No. He was like real popular.
Running back.
He went to Oklahoma.
Oh, you talking about
what's his name? He was weak too.
Linebacker.
Yeah, linebacker.
Brian Bosworth.
Come on, man. Imagine him putting, man. Come on, man. Put him in the blender, huh?
We do have some super chats though, Trey. Go ahead.
We do have some more super chats. Listen, Tall Up 340, our resident comedian, jumped in the super chat and said, Acho gave us the Stefanski apology.
Can they change? I use the bathroom. Can they?
Take Kieran read super chats.
Okay,
take
you want me to read
single.
super chats? Okay, man.
Take Carebear single.
Come on, man. Read the room.
Taylor, take a single.
Read the room.
Come on, man. Here we go. All right, so look. Tall Up 340 said Acho gave a Stefanski apology. He also had me crying. He said the Kardashians suck the talent out of you and take your talent.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, to be honest with you, the amount of great athletes that the Kardashians have ruined.
Yeah.
Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush.
But did they ruin Reggie?
Bro, Reggie was young in his career, started dating Kim like 2007, 2008. They win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
After that, downhill.
Chris Humphries didn't have talent, though.
Chris Humphries was mid before. He was ass before.
he was mid.
Yeah, he was ass before.
Tristan was...
Devin Booker. The conversation we were having about Devin Booker.
Tristan's an NBA champion.
Hold up.
Devin
The
Booker's
conversation we was having about Devin Booker
Yeah.
before now, I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong, but we was having completely different conversations about Devin Booker. Didn't end up winning that championship. So, yeah. Nah, that Kardashians
Go
ain't...
ahead, Trey. Have a super chat.
Hey, listen, Central Cast sent a super chat earlier. He said, Shady, Acho, and Trey, if that old network, that old thing, Shady, if that old thing were to call y'all up, would y'all go back to the show and stop doing this one if they did?
Hell to the no. To the no.
Fuck no! I'm on the show now. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. There's some. The hardest part about starting your own show is starting your own show. Yeah. Now that we started our own show, we get to work when we want to work. We get to take off when we want to take off. We've never taken off. I've never taken off 2 weeks. After football season ended, we all got to take off 2 weeks. That can never happen. Yeah. We also can talk about whatever. Show. We're not talking about Jaden
Ivey. No,
not allowing us to talk about that. We're not talking about Michael B. Jordan winning the Oscar. We're not talking about we can talk about so much more for y'all. We can actually appreciate y'all's intellect and vice versa, and we can talk back. Yeah. Network shows, Central Cast, we could have read that super chat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is much more interactive.
And speaking of, we can also talk about the big back that can't stand up to give a damn take. The 58-year-old old head who's just sitting down hating, being a lame ass the entire time. We can talk about Jason Shitlock. He put out a tweet today going at Ryan Clark saying, this is from an awful announcing story on Ryan Clark and his Pivot co-host. Clark and Pivot co-host Channing Crowder and Fred Taylor all agreed that Whitlock is a bad actor who does not deserve a chance to explain his point of view. Taylor said that when he sees Whitlock, he does not even see a person, but merely someone solely dedicated to getting attention and creating conflict. Whitlock responded to this like any sane person would and said, absolutely amazing, sad and funny, slave owner mindset. I mean, what are we doing? Do you guys think Jason Whitlock's out of line for this one?
Anytime you're running with the narrative of a slave or a slave owner, you're out of line, bro. There's so much historical context surrounding slave and slave ownership that you can't just throw these types of words around loosely. So yes, Jason Whitlock is out of line for just rushing to say slave owner mindset. Now, I also think Jason Whitlock missed the mark of Ryan Clark's point, right? I wouldn't platform evil. A lot of what Jason Whitlock has said is very demeaning to and towards a lot of people. And so, evil is subjective. Good is subjective. So I'm not going to sit here and try to say who and what is the arbitrator of good and evil, though Jason Whitlock, he says he's a man of faith. There is a moral compass of what we do believe to be good and evil based upon the text that Jason Whitlock suggests he subscribes to. But yeah, slave owner mindset, that's wild. I also think Whitlock's come at a lot of people. He's attacked a lot of people. He's crossed the line with a lot of people. So I understand if somebody thinks it's wrong to platform somebody that's gone at a comedic time, somebody that loosely used the word retard, somebody that makes a mockery of the LGBTQ plus community. I do think that it is fair to not want to platform somebody that very often and very loosely attacks women, very often and very loosely attacks marginalized communities, somebody that undermines people at their highest level of achievement. Kobe Bryant dropped 60 points in his last game, and Jason Whitlock goes out and says that it was a narcissistic type performance or something like that. I'm misquoting, but
man, what a
y'all can look it up. Michael B. Jordan wins an Oscar as the 5th black actor to win the best lead actor in a movie, and Jason Whitlock said it was a DEI Oscar. So I do understand if somebody wants to call out Jason Whitlock as platforming evil. I understand it. I just wouldn't throw the word slave or slave owner.
So look, I get where you're coming from, but when Uncle Ruckus, I think he does have a point in a part of this, right? Uncle Ruckus does have a point. Whenever if this quote is true, because I don't know, Uncle Ruckus be tweeting some nonsense sometimes. If they really alluded to him not having a chance to explain his point of view, I think that's a little too far. I do think that's a little too far. Now, the second half, I completely agree with. He doesn't even see him as a person, as someone that's merely dedicated to creating conflict and drawing attention. I get that. But I think he does have a right to be upset about, he does have a right to be upset about explaining his point of view. But when Uncle Ruckus goes out there and says it's a slave owner mindset, what are you talking about, bro? Is it like, I think Jason Whitlock at times really just like, probably types into chat GPT, like, what's the most controversial dumb shit I can say today? And he says it. It is like utter word vomit on a day-to-day basis, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Shady, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, Jason, he's got his own thing going on.
No fair.
I'm not really surprised. He talks his talk. He speaks how he feels. I don't think he cares if it makes anybody uncomfortable. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, like, Ryan Clark, they all do it though. If you're being honest, maybe Ryan don't go as crazy as Jason Whitlock, but they all say stuff to make everybody uncomfortable.
Yeah,
right.
We're in the business of engagement though. At the end of the day, too. So if that's what works for him,
I do think certain people do things for attention. You know what I mean? So now it's like I said something the other day. It was about, I forget who it was about, but I'm thinking like I can't really come at Jason a certain way and not come at Ryan a certain way, or Channing a certain. Like a lot of them guys. Are people that seek attention. You know what I mean? So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like compared to I don't think Fred Taylor does that. I don't think Fred Taylor says things or bring topics up to get attention. Yeah. I think some of these guys that we watch on these podcasts and on TV, they do things for attention, right? Or they might try to become like, I speak for all the black people. You know what I mean? Like so every situation that happens about a black female or a black male, they want to be the first one to speak on it and try to, you know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff, sometimes it comes from a real innocent place where I want to help. And other times they doing it because they want to get attention. They want to feel that love. And I think it happens when you don't get the love you think you deserve, whatever the profession you're in, you try to do something else to compensate for it to get it. That's the truth.
Yeah. I'll just say, I think it's, one, we are in the business of engagement, right? You're supposed to say things that are engaging. That's what we're here for, right? But also, Jason Whitlock, when you don't have the talent to be able to have your takes go viral, you just start saying the most controversial shit that you know. You just start going at people. That's like and for someone that said we're like The View, I think it's hilarious because genuinely the only time that we hear his name nowadays is whenever he's going at other people. He's talking about other grown men. He's talking about drama. He's having these very, I don't know, controversial takes or
he did call us a View.
Bro, come on, like he called us a View. I was like, come on, dog. What are we talking about? It's just, it's pitiful though. It's sad. Bro, you old as hell. You 58. Sitting here gossiping all the time, bro. Leave that to the young ones, bro. Hey. At the end of the day, bro, you old as shit, really. Okay. Like, and I'm not trying to be ageist, but damn. Like, Uncle Ruckus really too old to be acting like that, bro. You stay at your home. You don't leave the crib. You sit on that damn chair that's probably, breaking down at this point, bro. You need to tighten up the bolts on that motherfucker because I see you leaning whenever you giving him takes. Dog.
Swamp ass.
Uncle Ruckus. Yeah, swamp ass is crazy. Hey. Bro, I like, stop it, dog. Just stop it. Let's talk about the sports again. That's how you got your start. But even then, I was looking at it. You got your start talking about sports and getting into it with everyone, which is why the career's just been downhill over and over and over and over and over again to the point where he's damn near deplatformed himself. It's sad, bro.
I think he's figured out the character that he plays in the midst of the social media zeitgeist. And that character is, I am going to be the villain. Mm-hmm. And he's going to masquerade being the villain around being bold, being fearless, saying what other people aren't willing to say. Maybe other people aren't willing to say it because they're too kind. Maybe other people aren't willing to say it because they're too empathetic. Or maybe other people aren't willing to say it because it was just wrong and didn't need to be said. So to me, that's a large part of it. I mean, I do think we are in an era of attention. and get clicks, how you got to get clicks, to who you got to get clicks by whatever means necessary. We saw Cam Newton do it. That's why Cam put Whitlock on the show. It's all about getting clicks. I think Whitlock is just saying, look, he's comfortable being a villain.
He has to be.
Well, because he said something about, do you think he's talented?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
he elite at spinning some shit.
I think Whitlock is very talented, but I think like you have to be talented. Making people feel is a talent. Yeah. The fact that Whitlock makes so many people angry, it's incredibly. That's the skill.
I don't lie though. Sometimes though he'll say some stuff, and I'm like, yo, that's kind of funny. Like and the way he be all calm, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, I could tell he's trying to get attention. Because sometimes like I'm thinking like, yo, do you like black people? Because sometimes he say stuff. I'm like, why would you say that? But I'm thinking, okay, you want to get a reaction. So correct. I do think he is talented because some things he does say, it do be kind of funny. Like, okay.
I think he's incredibly.
But like, real quick, there's some people in this world though that talk about sports that I'm not gonna ever take too serious. Yeah. So it don't matter what he say about you, it don't matter. With some dudes, you say something, all right, I care. Why you saying that? Why you? Because like, yo, when you talking about sports, like you gotta know what you talking about for me to really take you serious. And I think sometimes with Jason, like people get so like
caught up and riled up.
Yeah, like and it shouldn't make you feel that way.
Bro, I can truly say I've never gotten mad at a Whitlock.
Me either though. Yeah. He said
take him serious.
My boy showed me some video he had of like me with y'all, and it was like Shady's in the middle of these guys, and I didn't even care. Like
I've never gotten mad because I don't take it seriously.
Can I be honest? Whenever you start viewing his page as satire, it becomes a whole lot more enjoyable.
1,000%.
Yeah, I'll never block Jason Whitlock.
No,
it's like after something crazy happens, you go to his page.
Yeah.
You see the most. It's like Uncle Ruckus in real time. I'm being honest with that nickname.
But that's why he.
It's real comedy.
That's how he wins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
it's the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just gonna say we got somebody running the country that reminds me of the same type of thing. Like he's funny when
unbelievably funny.
Yeah, when shit pops off, I go for a laugh. I know I need a laugh. I know where to look. I know I'm going to get a laugh. Going to get a laugh. He's multi-talented.
And also though, what I appreciate about us is we're honest enough to be like, no, it's the talent.
It is.
Like ain't nobody in here be like, no, he's
on TV.
He's talented, and he has talented people around him. His editors are good.
Phenomenal.
They're funny. They know what to cut, how to cut.
My problem is
to just have a guy that just sits there in a chair, doesn't move, and just talks, and to make their videos his videos as engaging as they are, is a talent to the video editors.
He dropped real quick.
Why not use that talent to just have better takes though? That would be engaging. You can do that. Listen, I could do that shit with no background in my room and build an entire platform, why can't you, Jason Whitlock, find any form of engagement without talking shit about other people?
Listen, man.
Bro.
Get it how you live.
You too talented. If he's this talented, he's too talented for that.
What up, 2-5?
But we do that too, though. I can't sit on this show and act like we talk about people. We take shots at people.
That's fine. Is that the only time that we get going?
No, but a lot of times we do that, though. Right?
Of course.
All right, so I mean, like
that's the game, though. He's not sugarcoating stuff. The problem is Jason Whitlock's sole thing is taking shots. When he views something crazy happening, right? When he views Kobe have a 60-point game, what's the first reaction? I was a narcissistic performance by that. Come on, bro. When Michael B. Jordan wins the shit, he's calling it a DEI Oscar. It's not the same, bro. Yeah, it's not. It's not. We give as much praise in here as we do criticism.
I think he hates more. I think, we
he's a hater. He a hater, which is why he's been downhill his entire career.
But I don't really follow him like that though, so I don't really know about all that. Yeah. Like we two different lanes, you know what I mean? I'm like for the culture, he's not. So
you the superhero. You put the culture superhero
cape on. Y'all joking about it.
He could never.
Yeah, so
he could never put that cape on.
I need to learn a little bit about this culture a little bit.
Too much Drake and Josh, apparently. God.
Last topic of the day.
Look, man, keeping it
my
pushing.
favorite.
We got to talk about this. Robert Kraft, owner of the New England Patriots, told reporters he's in favor of an 18th regular season game under these conditions. Remove one preseason game from 3 to 2.
Like that.
Add a second bye, and all 32 teams would have an international game per
Sound good to me.
year. Fellas, is this good for the NFL?
Because of how Robert Kraft did it, this 18-game season is brilliant. But it's because of how Robert Kraft explained it. Number one, you have to have an additional bye. You can't make the players play another regular season game without giving them an additional bye. Just removing a preseason game is not equivalent to adding a regular season game. A preseason game and a regular season game are incredibly different from an intensity perspective and vastly different from an injury output perspective. So I love that aspect. Also, every team got to play internationally. Because how you let the Niners or somebody go to Melbourne, how you let somebody go to Germany, how you make somebody go to London, but another team doesn't have to leave the country. So making every team play internationally, it levels out the playing field of equality in the NFL, and it expands the global reach of the NFL. So I think every way that Robert Kraft broke it down is brilliant if you want to add an 18th game, because, again, more games equal more money.
Right. And I hate the preseason game. So if you take the preseason out the game, I'm cool with that. It went from 3 to 2. You add an extra game. So now, because you don't get paid real money for the preseason games,
correct.
but you do for a real season game. That's one. Number two is, I don't really mind that. Like, because guys are trying to make the team. You know, typically it's the smaller guys on the roster. I ain't worried about them. Number 3. And then international games. Like, I feel like every team should experience that. Go out the country, right? See different fans. I love that. And the last part is you make more money overall. The NFL is the biggest sports in America, though. People love the NFL. When the NBA's playing, it's cool. It's all right. Playoffs, it picks up. And the NFL, from game 1 to game 18 in the playoffs, is always popping. So I love this move from Robert Kraft. I think he's one of them owners that actually cares for the players, so I don't mind it.
My thought is this, though, Shady. The NFL's so great because the games are so limited that everybody wants to watch every game. The problem with baseball, I think there's, 162?
Somebody's lying.
Problem with basketball, there's 82. Basketball, they've talked about trimming the 82 to 70, right? But in football, we got 16 of them things. And then we have 17 of them things. Now you're trying to get to 18 of them things. There could come a point where the oversaturation of games, we start to care about games less. You know this, and as a businessman, there's the law of diminishing returns, where return, another thing, return, you add more, return, you add more, return. Then there comes a point where you add more and you do not get that return. The return diminishes. Does there come a point in the NFL where it's like, bro, you've now hit the law of diminishing returns, 18 games? Because remember, if you're adding an extra bye, 2-5, that just made the season go a week longer. Kill the preseason game, add another game, but cool, you add an extra bye. So now the NFL season's going to end February 21st, February 28th, March 1st.
Let's real quick. I don't know if you ever realized this when you were playing, because I didn't. When I retired, I noticed how I didn't know where like real fans were. I mean, I knew it was fans, but I see people when a team loses, I'll watch a fan whole week be messed up.
Yeah.
Until the next week. When the NFL season stops and it's over with, I watch our people's lives be so different. Like, what am I gonna do now?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I hear what you're saying, but I've watched from when I retired, like, damn, football really runs America. People love football.
Yeah.
Right? And I just don't think if you add a game or two, it's gonna make a difference. Another thing is you only get about 8 home games.
Yep.
So now you might add an extra home game. People, I watch people now that I'm retired and these different fans, I watch how they'll play in a game. So we're playing the Texans, we're playing the Cowboys.
Yep.
They'll prepare for that before the year even starts, saving their money up for the flights, for the hotels. You kidding me? If they add I don't care how many games they play, they're going to love the game of football. The only thing I'm nervous about is, does this have a big effect on players' careers when now it goes from 16 to 18 and one day 22?
Mm-hmm.
Physically, does it beat them up faster? Does it make their career span smaller? I think about those type of things because it's a physical game.
To that point, what does it do to the game? Because you got to think about this year. Joe Burrow, injury. I think Lamar Jackson dealt with injuries. Patrick Mahomes, obviously injuries. There was a playoffs maybe last year or 2 years ago where like every quarterback got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't remember. The playoffs, meaning there was a year where like every quarterback in the league like hurt. You know, I'm not saying Sam Darnold. Obviously, Sam Darnold's credible and all the things, but like there comes a point where it's like, what does this do to the game when you look at the game, and are we just going to increase injuries to the most important position? Is that just a part of it?
I don't care about that part because that's why you play the game. When you sign to play football, it's a physical game. You are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
But you're going to get paid for you being hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an even trade. All the money I made in this game, there's no way in the world I would give it back because of the injuries. I'm signing up for that, man.
I'm talking about from the viewer perspective, not from the players.
You think
I'm saying
that's what I was thinking
so
from
wait,
the fans'
time out.
perspective.
You think the viewers are going to change?
No, imagine this. If we get a playoffs again without Mahomes, without Lamar.
Cool. Bet.
You
That
know
ain't
what
going
I'm
to matter. the thing why football is such a big thing is because it's contact sport for one. For two is it's like a loyalty with these teams.
That's true.
You can ask Karen. He ain't never seen no Super Bowls. He ain't never seen no division championships. He ain't never seen no NFC championship game. He love his Cowboys.
That's fact.
And they could trade Ezekiel Elliott. They could get rid of Dez Bryant. They give rid of all them guys. He always gonna be a loyal fan to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
When I got traded, he's not the best example of loyalty.
Yeah,
Whoa, I'm back again, bro.
But just because here with a Rams jersey,
just because I let her do her little thing, I'm back. I'm back with her at the end of the day.
The Rams,
my Cowboys.
Oh,
I'm talking about my Cowboys.
when I got traded, I learned that like
the Chiefs too.
Dawkins, right? Everybody loves Dawkins for the Philadelphia Eagles. They love him, but the truth is, when he left and went to the Broncos, they still loved him.
Yeah.
But they didn't love him more than they loved the franchise.
Eagles,
when I got traded, they love me. They're not gonna love me more than they love the franchise. And I think that's the thing that matters most.
Let me ask y'all fans.
Okay.
How many more games can be added until it's no longer like, man, I gotta catch everyone? Like there comes a point where it's like, oh, it's 25 more left. I can miss this one. Basketball. I've been watching the Lakers now. The Lakers played the Wizards tonight. I'm like, I don't have to catch LeBron.
Hold on.
I'm not going to miss that.
I'll catch LeBron later.
This isn't because the NFL scheduling structure is the way that it is. You're not missing one. You know when they're playing. There's one game a week. You're supposed to catch that one game. They're playing Sunday. They're playing Thursday. They're playing Monday. Mm-hmm. On a special occasion, they'll play on a Saturday on Christmas or you know what I mean?
First
one
week,
of those other
week, whatever.
Or maybe like on a Wednesday opening week. It's one game a week. It's your team. It's the most popular sport in America because of that structure. You could add 30 games every week. For those 30 weeks, the fans are going to be locked into that game. Every single time. Now, I will say this. From a viewership perspective, obviously, if you're a super fan, I was very much on your side until what Shady explained. I do think having more games, which has the opportunity, injuries are a part of this game. It's a very physical game. Yeah. Season-ending injuries happen every single year to a top player in the league. Having more games with the opportunity that happen, it does make me a little bit more. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a season. I think there's only so many games that you can play a lot of the times where you're not going to have a season-ending injury. So, like, I get what you're saying, but like even the best players that have played this game forever, they've had season-ending injuries before.
And the cool thing that makes it real quick, just to make on that point. What makes it NFL cool is because a guy can have an injury, right? And then his back will come in there, and now he does good, and now, oh shit, he's arrived.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that's the story.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, though. That was my next point. The franchise is what the fans are fans of. Yeah. So at the end of the day, yes, I want to see my favorite player, but if my favorite team is playing, I'm tuned in to watch my favorite team.
Real quick, Acho don't go. He don't go out. So he don't go nowhere. So like, he don't go to bars. Like. Going to the bar, the first time I learned what real fans was, I went to a bar. I'm like, damn. Yeah. I'm these people like, well, y'all serious? They going crazy. They score a touchdown. They doing 2,500 high fives. They doing shots. I'm like, oh, wow, this is like an event. Yeah. And every Sunday, it's a group of people that do the same thing. Yeah. When I retired, I started doing my parents. That go to the little bar, they give me like 25 grand to come in there. And I'm going to like Eagle bars. I'm like, damn, there's an Eagle bar in every city. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
In every single city.
Yeah. This fan thing, I don't care if we do 25 games a year, it's not going to change. But football runs the world.
Yeah, and also to add to that point, we talk about injuries. Shady, who's got a statue outside of Lincoln Financial?
I think his name is Nick Foles.
Nick Foles started how many games during that season? It's about the franchise. You can add as many games as you want. Obviously, I think this is more of a conversation about player safety long term.
Okay, let me put last question regarding this. Obviously, we're going to get y'all out here in the next 10 minutes. Last question on this is, think about now, we're not just adding games. We've added days and we've added networks. Yeah. Basketball's biggest issue is we don't know when they play, where they play, who's broadcasting the games. The game today was the Heat versus who did he play at like 4 o'clock? He played somebody at 4 o'clock. It was on Peacock and NBCSN. I'm like, bruh, I can't keep up. Lakers play on Sports Spectrum, and he played the Sixers today.
Hold up. No,
but think about this. Wednesday, this NFL season is going to open with a Wednesday game. Mm-hmm. Then I think there's a Thursday game. Yep. Then there's going to be a Sunday game, a Monday game, a Thursday game. Mm-hmm. Netflix got games, CBS got games, NBC got games, Fox got games, ESPN got games, ABC got games, Peacock got games, and Nickelodeon had a game. Yep. So it's like, I
got two things for you. As a fan of an NFL team, how many games does your team have that week?
Oh, just that one.
How many days do you have to figure out where that team's playing on TV?
7, 6, yeah, 6
You got 6 days. Yeah. Also, since you've been alive, you've been alive, when are most games during the week in the NFL season played?
Sunday.
They're playing on Sunday. It's anywhere from I think it was like 14 to like 12 games, right? Those games happen where? If you're an AFC team, 9 times out of 10, what do you want?
Used to be CBS.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're an NFC team, 9 times out of 10, it's on Fox. And then there's a night game. There's one night game every single Sunday. Where is it on?
NBC.
It's on NBC. That is not changing.
Yeah.
That's not changing right now. Maybe the conferences change, whatever it is. The fact that Sunday, the most times that you have NFL football on the screen, it's on a one day, and it's on 3 networks.
Yeah.
And you know where it's at. Also, what's the difference between the NBA and what the NFL?
Better product on NFL.
Better product on the NFL, but also
ain't no fake. I'm fake fouling you, and I'm about to flop and all this crazy. I'm grabbing your arm and stuff. Ain't none of that crazy stuff.
If I go buy a television right now and I have a coax cable and I plug it into the back, what can I possibly get?
You're gonna get ABC.
If I get a $5 antenna and I plug that coax cable into the back,
NBC,
I'm gonna get ABC, I'm gonna get NBC, and I'm gonna get CBS.
Do you have the Fire Stick?
I'm gonna get Fox.
Do y'all have Fire Stick in here?
Oh yeah, you can jailbreak a Fire Stick.
Do you have Fire Stick?
Yeah.
Do you have Fire Stick?
I used to.
No, I used to have. I don't have one now. I got money now.
I don't believe in stealing, so I don't do that. You can't say you support a guy like Michael B. Jordan and you're stealing his movies, man.
No, facts.
Seriously.
That's messed up.
Wait. Just because you got a Fire Stick doesn't mean it's jailbroken.
I didn't say jailbroken. You're stealing.
You just said Fire Stick.
You don't have to pay for that.
No.
How does Fire Stick work, dude?
No, Fire Stick you have to pay for it. Yeah. Fire Stick, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
It essentially makes your TV a smart TV if it's not a smart TV. Yeah.
Man, that's stealing, man.
That's great.
Hey,
you don't know about a non-jailbroken Fire Stick.
We definitely have some super chats to get to. Let's start off with the $100 super chat from our guy JoJo. Who said Carebear, soon to be Slim Bear.
Yeah.
I know you'll go far in your future, but you said some fighting words, my friend.
I absolutely did.
PTO Bear, I would dog walk you in Madden. You will be whining Bear when I get through with you. But imagine OBJ on the Chiefs with Mahomes. Woo!
That would be
and
fire.
love the show.
That would be fire. You know what? I might actually do something, Trey.
What's that?
Because of this Madden challenge, I might actually do something. People have been asking for it.
They've been asking for it.
Dude. He don't play Madden. You play Madden?
They've been asking for it.
Beat the shot, big man. Come on, man. Stop playing.
On everything, I'll make you think you don't know football if we play Madden.
Oh shit!
It's
just nothing that we got to set it up live in the show.
And I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing to you while I'm doing it. I'm gonna talk you through it. It's gonna be. I promise.
You ain't that bad, Care Bear.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
You be on the game.
It's ranked top 100 on college football. But anyway. It's okay.
Football.
So on CFB 25, and I mean, I can do it on Madden though too, brother. It's all the same.
I'm gonna bring the Xbox.
Hold on, bro. You want to bet?
I'm bringing the Xbox.
We can bet. What you want to bet?
You tell me, man. I ain't gonna do.
I bet 100 right now.
No, it's not. That's slight. That's slight.
Yeah, I should.
Bro, I already lost 1,000 to him.
But if you're confident,
bet it back.
You know what? Ooh, should I get it back?
Bet it back.
Should I get it back?
Bet 1,000 back.
Bet.
You gotta take the ride, Taylor.
Come on, we good.
You gotta. The whole world gotta see that, Taylor.
Yeah, we need that.
I will be joining the Discord this week.
Oh!
And you know what? Join the Discord as well. If you want to challenge me, I will be putting out an open invitation to get that belt.
Oh, shit.
You will get that belt.
When you want to play?
But it gotta be one of those. You gotta they can't just play you for free. You know, like you go to a
Nigerian it up, bro.
Nigerian
Goodness gracious,
think about
bro.
This.
Player lounge.
Scam likely.
I'm saying, bro.
You go
What's
to
up with him, bro?
I seen you go to a restaurant and it's like if you can eat this 5-pound burger in under an hour,
your meal's free.
Your meal's free.
Yep.
But if you can't, you got to pay for it. It's got to be one of those like if you lose, if they lose.
No, Player Lounge.
What's that?
One of the other companies.
No free sponsorship though. Yeah, they got to sponsor us first though, Shady.
Oh, but I thought you was asking how you want to bet.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. The dude showed me the app during the Super Bowl week.
There are things out there that are not sponsoring us that you can wager safely on and
absolutely.
other people on the video game and
man.
Other super
we
chats,
got more super chats though.
We do have some more super chats. Listen, Doug McClough said, "Is there a world in which Jalen Hurts throws for 3,500 yards and 30 touchdowns in the new system with the new OC coming from the LaFleur system, play action, motion, etc.?
3,500
and 30 touchdowns.
It's just not that hard.
Oh, that's not even that bad like that.
Yeah.
Hey, 35 touchdowns is really hard through the air.
No, 30, just 30.
30 is really hard. I know a Super Bowl MVP that can't do that.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm like, Trevor Lawrence is on for 4,000 yards.
They gonna clip me on Twitter now and say I was laughing when I saw him in person too. This gonna be. They
already
doing that.
I don't even be disrespecting him. I just make jokes. He my op. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Trey.
Ain't No Pressure Podcast 7024 said 1 play, 4th down, Revis on Moss, Prime on Jerry Rice, Champ Bailey on T.O. Is offense or defense winning that rep?
Revis
on Moss, Prime on Jerry Rice, Champ Bailey on T.O.
I'd go to T.O.
So you got offense. You got offense winning.
I want to ask you where are you? Who are the two outside corners and who's the nickel or who's the slot?
Good question. Revis on Moss. What was it?
So your three corners are Revis, Prime, Revis, and Champ Bailey. Who's outside and who's inside?
I would put Deion on Randy.
Yeah.
And then I would put Revis on Rice.
Facts.
Yeah,
I would need that. Yeah.
And then Champ
on T.O.
Yeah.
But that's the matchup. That's the only matchup I like.
Because I already watched Revis give T.O. that work.
Yeah.
But that ain't what the Super Chat said though. They said Revis on Moss.
In the nickel, I put Revis in the slot. Because Revis is best.
Jerry's lined up against who? Prime?
That can go either way.
They can go either way.
It did go either way. I'm not betting that.
It went either way. Jerry got busy on him. Yeah. I mean, Jerry got busy on him. Prime got busy on him.
Yeah,
I don't
touching
know.
That.
I want Revis on Rice, though. I need Revis on Rice out of those three.
Yeah.
This is the one dude that I think can actually.
Okay. Listen, Chad 1451 said it feels criminal to talk about NFL what ifs and not bring up Sean Oakman.
He's a college what if. He don't even count.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have brought up Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore was cool.
Like Marshawn was my favorite. South Carolina. That would have brought up that what if. Sean Oakman was good in college, but like
that
didn't count.
Everybody good in college.
No.
Everybody's been in college.
That injury and the Kevin Ware injury, two most gruesome things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Kevin Ware, I remember that one.
Kevin Ware, Louisville player, jumps up, snaps his leg in half, the shin is poking out.
But do you know that though? Do you agree with that part?
It was nasty.
Everybody's been in college.
No, Shady.
Here we go, bro.
We're not getting into
that. Acho was okay in college.
I was better than okay.
But he was an All-American in college, dude.
Third team, though.
But think I was in the greatest linebacker class in history.
Nah, yeah, you were, bro. You putting yourself in that was disgusting. By the way, hold on, let me pull that one up.
Okay, I'm keep reading while you put that up.
I was in. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
just so y'all know, I was in the greatest linebacker class in history. Why y'all think I went in 6th grade?
Hold on, that was crazy.
Go ahead. Where is it? Go ahead. It's right there. It's up top left.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
This right here is gross, bro. If we can full screen it.
Oh, that's
bro.
Yeah. ML Football posted a graphic.
Luke Kuechly in it. Levante David in it. Yeah. Hightower, like a bunch of
Bobby Wagner,
dogs.
DeMario Davis.
Ingram?
Yeah, Melvin Ingram.
Come on, they got all type of good players.
And Acho inserts his big, bro. Come on now.
2012 linebacker
but I will say this though,
bro.
like, and I'm not, it's my boy, but like he was All-American in college.
Yeah.
And they could hate on his NFL stuff, but like that's part of being good in college.
Yeah, but we knew he wasn't gonna be a good pro though.
Player, bro. Everybody's good in college.
Like you don't want me to be honest. Like we knew you weren't like you didn't translate to the pros like that.
Like, you can't say that though.
You can't, bro. Johnny Manziel was great in college, but he was never gonna translate to the pros. There's some dudes like Puka wasn't crazy in college at all.
But it must have been the coaching. It must have been some bullcrap because he's nice.
The hard part is though, that's why Shady's right on. So much matters systematically.
Odell wasn't good in college.
What system are you going to?
Oh, he was good, but like
first round system. Yeah. Like so much stuff matters. What system do you?
Yo, wait, what's the white?
Why does that matter in college, but not in the NFL?
For Chip Kelly, and he played with Oregon.
Kiko Alonso.
No.
Who you talking about?
Casey
Matthews?
So many white dudes.
He played wide receiver. He had the record. Yo, I remember.
Who you talking about?
And they kept taking
Jeff Mayo.
Jeff Mayo,
white boy,
skinny white boy, short white boy.
He was good in college. He was nice in college.
He was alright in college.
He was cool.
He got all the records over there. What are you talking about?
Josh Huff was better.
I'm about to leave, dude.
Look it up. Jeff Mayo didn't have all the records.
He got a lot of records. He got any record. He should have no records.
Jeff Mayo was cold, but that's
what I'm saying. He was nice in college. That's him right there.
Jeff Mayo.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Oregon.
So what I'm telling you is, yo, everybody is nice in college. Everybody is.
He had 1,000 yards.
That's what I'm saying, Shady. Don't believe the hype.
He was not that nice.
He wasn't that nice.
Did he start?
Yeah, I mean barely.
He was cool, but he wasn't that nice.
He was cool.
This the one time I see Shady fall flat.
Use the running back.
Because they'd be like,
Michael James, Kenyon, all of them was crazy.
They was nice in college.
Come on, man.
Who's the black?
Kenyon,
the black Mama? Yeah,
he was that's my boy.
Anthony Thomas, Josh Huff was cold in college.
All these guys be so good in college. It's like everybody's in college, and then you get to the league. You like, bro. I go to the Tebow drink. I think he's a good player or a good person, so I don't want to. But I was like, damn, dog. Like, how this is Tebow? He was all world in college. And you get to the league and you like, oh, this is you? So what I'm telling you is, it's not a hate on college, but I'm saying everybody is good.
Can you say everybody?
Tony Romo wasn't good in college.
Yeah,
Tom Brady wasn't even that good in college.
I mean,
Tom Brady was pretty mid in college.
You didn't watch Tony Romo in college.
That's fact.
You want to talk about some stats? You didn't watch him in college.
Carebear, Trey, read some other tweets.
Yeah, we got a couple more $20 to get through. Kendrick Lamar 2023 said debating Drew Brees top 5 all time is crazy. He's number 2 all time in yards, touchdowns, and completions, and behind Brady, never had a Hall of Fame talent on offense and dealt with bad defenses. He is top 3.
Drew Brees isn't a top 3 quarterback.
Drew Brees is.
There's no way
He up there though.
Yeah,
Drew Brees is amazing though,
but he's not top.
Drew Brees
3
is amazing.
He up there though.
He up there. You can't. The problem is you can't put him over Pat or Peyton. Can
Hell
you?
no.
Oh, you might be able to put him over Peyton. Depends on preference.
He got 5 MVP. He can't do that.
Peyton got 5 MVPs.
But,
Drew Brees got like 2 All-Pros.
He up there though.
He's top 6. I'd say top 6.
I mean, to be honest though, they don't get screwed by the referees. A lot of them, we might be having a different conversation.
But
if they know what a PI is, we might be having a different conversation.
Saying Drew Brees ain't played with no Hall of Famers, that's an interesting argument.
Yeah,
I like that argument actually.
Like Marcus Colston,
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham's tough.
Jimmy Graham's the closest
Who's the best
Hall of Famer he
won
probably
a Super Bowl with Deuce McAllister and Reggie Bush.
They nice.
Yeah,
Deuce
and
is
Sproles was there, no? He
wasn't there.
Nah.
214 Mr. DFW said when y'all were talking about Jason W, Shady was looking like, if I want to talk about a clown, I'll go to the circus. 25 Sports, what up?
What up? 25 was in the building. Let's get it.
Javante,
know what it is. If you got a son out there, bring it to your boy.
A talented son. Go ahead.
That's true. A very talented. Yeah, if you suck. He said, if you suck, don't bring him over here, bro. I didn't say that.
Javante Crawford 7559. Shout out to our guy Javante said, shout out my guys with the Shady's point. Richard Sherman wasn't like that in college and changed positions. Now he will be a Hall of Famer.
Come on now.
Sure. Brandon Deshaun said, don't let him treat you any type of way, Trey. I'm working on it. Shady Champ 1981 doubled down and said PTO VO Bear. Yeah, I like that. PTO VO because you a Drake.
That's tough. I like that.
Yeah. Look, and see, you liked it.
I do. It's cool.
That culture motif stuff.
You
like all that?
Yep.
Bruh, crazy. PTOVO Bear talking about he was uploading videos, uploading apology to Social Trade. Upload your apology, brother. We need it. The fans want it.
I like to take this chance to apologize.
Here we go.
To absolutely no one, brother. I have no apology for Sneeze McGee over there.
Hey, I got 50 for whoever whoop his ass in Madden because I can't do it. But he can't. Shady,
Social Sneeze.
I'm gonna blow him out, dude.
All right, man. Last couple ones, Brianna. Yeah, Ethan, that was, Brianna Booker, 2804. I don't think she's in the chat anymore, but she did show love. Give it up for our women, regulars. She said, hey, y'all. Just wanted to say hey to the crew. Glad to finally make a live show. Special shout out to the shifty Mr. 25 himself. Go Birds, bleed green, Philly native.
Too, girl.
Oh, also on the Breeze thing, someone said Montana got 4 rings. Come on, bro. Yeah, he can't be better than Montana.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not top 3, bro.
And then Citrocast last one said, Acho gonna get that underground betting in the Discord.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Hello.
know. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Hit the subscribe button if y'all haven't yet. Y'all know we do this for y'all, so please show love. Please show love. Hit the like button. Hit the bell button. Carebear, get us out of here.
Hello, we appreciate you, eh? That was a Nigerian accent. Yesterday, you tried to do an Irish one.
No, I didn't. I didn't try.
That's so nasty, bro.
Go ahead. Go for it. You got it.
I need the super chat. You actually broke protocol by not doing that. That's why I'm not apologizing to you, Sneeze McGee.
Yeah. I said we...
was very
That's nasty,
I said Carebear's not here. Our resident accent.
Bro, but you've done one before.
Super chats, bro.
When I do an Indian accent, we don't have a problem. That's ridiculous. All right, bro.
It's 10:30, fellas.
Anyway, look. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an amazing show. It's been awesome. 25's ready to go to sleep because he's an old man that needs to be in bed at 10:30. It's been awesome. Tomorrow we're going to be back here tomorrow. LaShawn Shady McCoy will be here as well. I forgot about that. 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Also, here in the Speakeasy, we do not respect Mountain Time unless Trey's beautiful daughter Malin is in the building. Then we will respect Mountain Time. I'm Kieran Hickey Simple. This has been LaShawn McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, Social Sneeze, Trey, and everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back. Shout out to the gang in the back. We'll see you guys next time right here in the Sneeze Easy. Peace.